Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, middle age.
Late.
Well, apart from Justin, late ladies.
Justin's only halfway there.
Yeah. Living on a prayer. Welcome to another episode of What Toys? As ever, with my beautiful co-host and wonderful short hair, which makes him look mega sexy, Robert Meyer Burnett.
Well, hi there.
Well, hello there.
How are you?
I love the beard. It gives me something to hold on to. And at 5 o'clock in the morning, over in Australia, Justin's collection has joined us again this week, looking like he could do with the coffee. Let's just.
I don't know. I think you're always bright and chipper. I mean, we just saw each other less than 12 hours ago, so it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Well, not
Thank
like
you,
that.
sir.
Come on.
Hello.
Come on.
Now he's a real flirt.
Now I can't say ladies. No, but I gotta say, I gave Justin some mad props. He has been dropping some knowledge and some incredible videos on his channel. You got to go watch. But please lock up your wallets before you do so. I don't want any families to be blown apart because somebody is clandestinely ordering figures when they shouldn't be.
I had a couple of comments saying that we caused them a few pre-orders that they weren't planning on doing before watching our stream yesterday. So I said, of course, you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you another thing that I've said often, that my girlfriend Elizabeth used to like Justin very much, but now doesn't, because every time she catches me, like, I watch his review videos like other people watch pornography. And, I'm always trying to sneak another, like, he's got another review. She's like, don't you pre-order that? Don't you do it? I mean, Toys Wonderland sent me a like a pre-order notice for no, not an invoice. No, actually, that's not true. I did get a partially payment invoice. But they sent me a stand, a diorama base that's like a street sign that has like a stop sign on it, and parking stuff. And I looked at it and I'm like, well, I need that. I don't know what for, but it can go on like a street corner, and that came out today, and I'm like, I no, honey, I did not pre-order it. But it was sent out today.
Something came out for pre-order today, which
he asked me yesterday if I wanted to review a Hulkbuster Hall of Armor. And I said, unfortunately, I do not have a review space big enough to review a Hulkbuster-sized box that you put in your cabinet, I would imagine, and light up. Who wants what? How does that even? I don't even know.
I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, my new philosophy is, if it can't fit in an emoji case, I don't want it.
I don't think it can, right? Because it'd surely be. It's bigger than the Hulkbuster, and he was already like getting there when it comes to the height. So I don't know. They did add the Batman pod Hall of Armor thing that we were talking about yesterday. Toys Wonderland, I sent them a message and I said, are you guys going to get this? And they have now gotten it, so you can get it from them. Which, as you will need.
Oh, Az is already excited. I mean, he's in a frothy lather about
way
this thing.
ahead of you. That's one of the things we're gonna show. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little bit like a murderer at the minute. Because I'm like desperate for space. I'm sort of thinking, I'm looking at some of the statues. I'm like, what happened to that statue fell over? Well, that would create a little bit of space, No. No, I've got it planned out. I got it planned out. What's going to happen? But since you've already mentioned it, I was trying to wiggle my way into this one.
No need,
because it felt like it really felt like they're making stuff for me. Yeah, this has just come up for pre-order at Toys Wonderland, which of course I've already bought.
How good does that suit look? I think I said this to Rob yesterday.
Amazing.
I think it looks better than the actual Batman figure from
Yes.
Hot Toys. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, this outfit is just this is amazing. This is his suit, of course, in its housing, and you get the whole thing. So the suit isn't here just to display the holder. No, the suit comes with it, and you get the display case, the lighting element of it, and with me planning my look at that as well. I think did they just put the base in as well? So you can, if you wanted to, you could literally just do that. Wow. Yeah. So you see the level of detail on the suit,
dude.
The damaged suit. It's absolutely, and there you go. You can take it out if you want to. You know, he's out and about, and then look at that, bruh.
Oh,
so because I'm constructing, I am literally constructing a bat cave.
Yeah.
It's another. I see this as an absolute win. Because I did it. I pulled the trigger on the Batwing.
Oh my god.
Oh, which one?
Oh, both.
Did you really?
I'm thinking about it. I really am thinking about it. I pulled the trigger on the Batwing from the Snyder because, of course, I got the Justice Mobile, so I want continuity with my theme. So I've put the pre-order on for the. I'll bring it up actually because I can now. I put the pre-order on this, which my lordy, dreams do come true when they happen to you. Don't look at the price tag, people. Don't worry about it.
Come on, I don't think $2,700 US is out of the realm of possibility.
Look though, from the bottom to the front of the cockpit, never mind the ruddy wing, is 2.5 feet.
Dude,
whoa!
This is going to be 3.5 feet. 3.5 feet to get to the. That's going to be 3.5 feet long.
And not to mention, it'll probably be about 200 kilos.
Oh yeah. So I put it on a 12-month plan.
Yeah.
Which I think, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be ready.
It'll take him that long, to make it anyway.
Exactly.
I haven't seen any, because Rob and I are part of their Facebook group. I haven't seen any updates on this recently. We have seen 66 Batmobile a couple of times. They showed prototypes and molds and stuff. 89 Batwing I've seen, but I haven't seen much talk about this, so I don't think that it'll be ready by. I hate the US date format, by the way. It makes no sense. I don't think it'll be ready in December. I don't think.
No, but I'll tell you, I have to say that their 89 Batwing, the work they're doing on that, dude, it makes blood engorge to my manhood.
And it'll be licensed
to say,
be real.
And this will all be licensed. Let me bring up the 89 because I want it. It's just beautiful. I was ogling this, and there's great pictures for this, people. You're gonna really appreciate this. I was just ogling this and just thinking to myself, I can't get 2 Batwings, can I? But look at this.
But that doesn't do a very good job of showing how big this thing really is.
Oh no! I mean, this is a 1 in 6. Remember, this is 1 in 6 scale.
Yeah.
Someone asked in the chat, "Can you put a figure in there?" Yes, you can.
Yes, that's what they're made for.
Yeah, they're designed to get the figure in. These are the Justice Mobiles designed for 2 figures.
The Snowspeeder, the Empire Strikes Back Snowspeeder is going to fit 2 figures.
That's another thing that's hello. But this just looks absolutely delicious. I mean, come on.
That first word is correct.
Yes.
Oh yes.
All over the ready place.
Ladies.
Come on, look, man.
I know. And the thing is, if you watch the CAD drawings and the schematics, I mean, this is all stuff that they're going into to make sure it's as accurate as possible. I mean, look at how big that cockpit is compared to that figure.
Oh, you could have just stopped at look how big that cock is after I've seen this, mate. That's been ignore her. Never mind the pit.
I mean,
if that's using this as a 1 in 6 scale, you get an idea of how big this Batwing's going to be. Because
I'm glad they give him a bit of headroom above the ears too, because Keaton's ears be long.
Oh yeah. But I have the Batman the Animated Series Batwing, which came out a few years ago, and that is huge. And we're talking what 6-inch figures or 8-inch figures? 6-inch figures, I think. 6-inch figures. So you now go to 12-inch, twice the size, twice the pride, double the fall. But my lordy, and the level of detail that will be put into this, no doubt he'll have lighting effects. And all of this stuff. Look, the targeting system.
I mean, that thing's going to be huge.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, how cool would it look just on a wall?
Oh man, or just hanging up. I mean, you know, what'd be really cool would be to actually get a big moon, like a moon light for your room.
Clouds, dark.
Yeah, a moonlight. Moon. You could paint. You could have a whole wall and paint those Tim Burton clouds. Put the moon there, and then hang the thing in front of the moon, but make the moon big enough that it would be on the go outside the.
Oh my god, Rob, you are so bad. Such a bad influence.
Come on, man.
He's not.
His whole house is going to be a bat cave now. Just excavate underneath your house. You need a real bat cave. It's time.
Yeah. But build a big a home theater.
But the bodies are down there. Just in the bodies are down there.
Just as an FYI to the chat, as always, just a reminder to them, because they are lovely, generous people. We're going to do the talkie segment first, then we'll do all the super chats. So if you got any questions, they'll all be dealt with when we go into the super chat segment, as we kind of do. But just to remind people, in case there's newbies in, they're like, why is he not saying anything? So yeah, we'll get onto that stuff, but. Oh, dude, this is why I need a lottery win, Yeah. This is why I need a lottery win. Get my own house, and then I'm just going to have my Batcave room that is just going to be a Batcave. And then I'll have a second Batcave room and a third Batcave room for the different Batcave.
There's this YouTube channel I follow where this guy in his basement is building the Millennium Falcon cargo hold. And each episode, he adds a new piece. Like, he's done the doors and he's done the entryway. And it literally looks like, when he enters, it literally looks like he's in the Falcon. He even modified his Roomba to make it look like a droid. So he's got like a little Star Wars style Roomba. I think it's called Smuggler's something, or the Smuggler's Room, or some such.
No? Okay.
Well, I love when people do stuff like that. Speaking of the cargo hold, Joe's put up a video of him airbrushing the back of the whole cargo hold wall.
I saw that.
And I've got the first edition of the cargo hold, and it only has half the wall. So looking at that big opening, I'm like, hello, DF 120 module case.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, come on, bruh. Party in the Falcon cargo hold.
Oh man, I love this fucking show. It's better than sex.
It lasts longer.
Does for me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my word. Yeah, I could not believe today was just such a weird ass serendipitous day. It's like, it's payday today. YouTube paid us. I forgot to pay my rent last month for like 2 days. For 2 days. My mate who just like texted me, was like, "Have you paid rent?" Because normally I like pay it as soon as I get paid, and I was just like, I'll go check, because it's like the 2nd of June. I'll go check. Think I have, and then I checked and I was like, no. So I was like, oh, sorry, dude, I'll put it in now. So I thought, because it's today, 23rd, I thought, I'll just be nice and I'm just going to put it in early from today. And then when I was doing that, an email came through, Toys Wonderland. I was like, oh, hello. Hello, how are you, Toys Wonderland? And it was just that 1 in 6 bat wardrobe. And I was just like,
They know
Today is a beautiful day. Just little cartoon birds started coming in, sitting on my shoulders, tweeting away, singing.
Well, I have to say, the Toys Wonderland thing, something happened. Like I have Gmail, so you've got like the 3 different kinds of different emails that you get, and one is promotions. Normally, I get my Toys Wonderland emails in my main feed, but then that stop sign diorama thing came in the promotions thing. I'm like, what? How many Toys Wonderland emails have I actually missed? So then I started going in and I'm like, this is terrible. This is a terrible state of affairs. How dare?
I sent you some stuff and it's all from Toys. Well, most of it's from Toys Wonderland. And like half of it you haven't seen. So I'm kind of like, how's Robert not got this? But I get like 3 emails in a row.
Right.
And they all have different things on. And then sometimes, yes, I've had to go into my spam folder to go, no, this is not spam. Can you please take it out of spam? I know they send a lot.
Yeah.
And I know that normally this kind of pisses me off. And my force of habit is to just go fucking spam. But no, I want to see this. This is what I want to see.
So yeah, I got those emails, but that was that. And by the way, in this particular email, there was a lot of really interesting things in it. So the thing I was talking about, Justin, comes from Toys Box. It is the 1/6 scale micro scene series corner. And it's not just a stop sign. It has
got a link. Drop a link in the private and I'll put it up.
Yeah, I'll drop it right now. So I'm like, here, I'll put it in there. There you go. Here's the link. But in this email, it didn't just come with that. It came with a bunch of other stuff. The Evolution toy Babel 2 Metal Action Poseidon. Then it came with a Toy Box series micro scene prison. Like there's a chair
that little stop sign thing.
Prison. Isn't that cool?
This is great.
I like that. It's a nice small diorama.
It's the Spider-Man.
It's the Spidey. You can have him hanging off the signpost.
There you can see Spidey there as well.
I love that. I need that.
I know, right? And then, by the way, here's the prison bars they also make.
Fantasy Spider-Man.
It's magnetic. You can remove it. Oh, and it lights up. That's awesome.
Oh, removable magnetic label. Also is the sense switch for the lights, for the street lights.
Oh, it must be one of those ones where you touch it and it turns on. I love that.
Yeah.
It's little magic things like that make it even nicer.
See,
now this is the Joker from the Dark Knight's prison, isn't it? This is what this is based off. I saw this thing, clapped an eye on this early, and I was like, yeah, this is the Joker's prison cell from the Dark Knight.
Oh, I need that.
And you can see Joker.
Like Studios statue.
There you go. You can see Joker there. Look at that's a beaut.
And you can do that pose when he's kind of looking down, kind of just waiting in jail.
Or clapping.
I'm having a bit of a diorama crisis at the moment because I have quite a few sitting downstairs, as you all both know, in my lovely wife's office, which they still haven't moved. A friend of mine has this Stormtrooper 2-pack that I've been looking for ages, and he just has it sitting in his garage. And it's the Jedha Patrol 2-pack from Rogue One. So the best kind of Stormtroopers, the Rogue One ones. And finally, he's agreed to give them to me. If I trade him a few dioramas. So he said, give me a couple of dioramas and you can have these Stormtroopers. And I don't know why, but I'm hesitating. I love the dioramas, but I also want the Stormtroopers, so I don't know what to do.
Steal them? I mean, this is the kind of crisis that we're here to help with.
Yeah. Why not both?
That's the right answer. That's always the right answer.
Why not both? Why not all of it?
I was thinking about giving him the less desirable dioramas, some of the less desirable ones. Maybe that would work.
Mm.
Maybe.
But what's less desirable? Let's just be honest. What is
I
less
don't know.
desirable?
Like, I want to keep the gargoyle, the Batman gargoyle one.
Hell yeah!
Come on, dude.
I want to keep that one. There's a Thor one that's kind of like a crumpled ground, and it's kind of boring. I was like, okay, maybe he can have that one. There's a bridge one from Deadpool where he's sitting on the bridge at the start of the first movie.
Oh yeah, dude.
I wanted to keep that, but I'm probably not gonna have Deadpool in a sitting pose for that long because I don't want to destroy his suit. So it wouldn't really get used anyway. So probably he'll get that. What else is there? That Hydra one, which I love, but I'm not using it at the moment, and I probably won't use it in the display because it's quite large. Maybe that one. I don't know. I'm struggling here, to be honest.
Well, people struggle with less in their lives. I understand.
It's true. First world problems.
We understand.
Or even like it's even
zero world program.
I mean, we can't even.
This. No one has this problem.
I mean, I often think, like, what if 100, 200, 300, or even 500 or 1,000 years ago, if people were able to go into the future and watch this show in particular, and this was the example of the modern age and what people were worried about? I mean, I'm sure there's many people that watch this show and think, my God, call it the height of privilege, the height of luxury, the fact that we live in this, and God love us for doing so, because this is why there is civilization, so we can have this show. All of human endeavor has led us to this point.
But we have to embrace it.
People.
Yes, you have to embrace it.
We must embrace this. Yes, we can't go half-assed. Like when I did that thing where I said, "Okay, folks, let's do a straw poll. I'm going to pull the trigger on something big." I'm going to get the Hulkbuster, Jabba the Hutt, and there was something else. I can't remember what the third thing was. And then some guy tweets at Robert and I, and he's just like, "Why don't you just give the money to food bank or something, charity or something?" And we're just like, because that's not what that was about. That was about buying something from it.
This is a different thing. That's another thing.
Yeah. Plus, we've done charity.
We do that. Yeah, we do that, and we've raised thousands of pounds. Yeah, and it has a place for when we do it. And these things do get done on semi-regular basis. But that's not what this was about. If you're so impassioned, why don't you sell your house and you do fucking do it? So, oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, okay, all right, okay.
I mean, you have to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
When
someone was moaning recently that
in the rescue,
in the rescue video, I said something that I was surprised about. Oh, the chest plate removing. I said they didn't need to do that, and someone got mad in the comments and said, "How dare you say that they don't need to add extra features? They should be adding so much extra stuff for the price we pay." And I just replied back saying, "Well, don't forget this is an imported product from a country where the stuff is made versus your local stuff. So the price you pay isn't the price that it costs. You're paying more for the privilege of owning it because it's made in a different country. That's why you're paying more, not to add more stuff just for you in your special country, which is, of course, the US. Apologies to those in the US, but... I find that I see the "for this price" comment a lot in the US. So I just reply back, "Hey, if you want to do the videos yourself, be my guest. Enjoy it. And then you can say whatever you want."
By the way, just some guy made a video yesterday that I don't want to ruin it, but he intercut some things with something else.
Oh yeah. He does the Ricky Gervais thing quite a bit. It's great.
It was one of the better ones, and I couldn't stop laughing when I was watching it. Spot on, sir. Talk about being Johnny on the spot. I mean, that was one topical video.
But it's set itself up. These things just set themselves up for ridicule, and it's just perfect. All you need just somebody laughing at one line, somebody laughs. That's it. It's won the internet for the day.
It did.
I have a couple of things coming, ladies. A couple of things on the way. One should be arriving on Friday, and the other I'm not sure when, but it's now shipped from Toys One. Oh no, from 1 in 6 Outfitters.
Okay, you know what? I bet I have the same thing because I got a notice from them. They sent me 3 notices about things I ordered a long time ago, actually. and then they're all squared away, and then they said one thing has shipped already.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say what it is.
No, say what it is. You can say what it is.
Well, I'm not sure. I think it's either Green Arrow or Heimdall.
Heimdall.
Yeah, it's the and after seeing Justin's video, because I didn't look to see which one it actually was, because they sent me two things going: your Green Arrow and your Heimdall, and your Joy Point 2 from Blade Runner 2049 are all dropping soon.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, okay. And I've been waiting for those for a long time.
Yeah,
but after Justin's video, man, and the So Green Arrow, which both see, here's the thing. One of I can also tell Elizabeth that sometimes things are already bought and paid for long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So when Justin does a review, I'm like, baby, it's already coming, man. I've already taken care of that. So that ship has sailed months and months and months ago. But Heimdall and Green Arrow were two of those figures.
Yeah, I watched the Heimdall video today that you've got on your channel. I actually did a bit of it because I hadn't caught it for a little bit. I did a bit of a binge today on some of the video, which was very nice for me. I'll tell you that for nothing. And considering I just had the email saying that the Heimdall is on its way, which is the Idris Elba, of course, from Thor. And I was just thinking, oh my god, the size of this box! This looks like it's going to be massive.
I thought it was going to be bigger than it is. Like, the box is huge and his horns are massive, but then standing next to Thor and Odin, he's not that big, but he feels substantial.
Yeah.
You'll see.
But
and the swords are die cast? Like, what?
Yeah.
Surprising.
I love it when that happens. I love it when you get something third. And I do find that this is like third party. Like when I got the Witcher, when I got the Geralt and when I took the swords out and the sword blades were, they were die cast, and it was just like, come on, it's just like exactly that's what you want instead of having the flexy,
It's a nice little surprise.
Yeah, but I mean, no base. So I guess there was a trade on that. But
at least, Toys Europe, the Heimdall comes with one, and it's a Hot Toys style one, which I have it. Oh no, it's over there somewhere. So it can fit in nicely with the rest of your Hot Toy style bases. They're I think my favorite bases, the third party Toy Zero bases, because they fit in so well with the official stuff.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Well, I saw the Green Arrow, the Green Vigilante. The Green Vigilante video.
Did you name him?
Yes, and I'd forgotten that I'd named Homelander John Lander. I'm like, what a stupid name. Why did I call it John Lander? And then I went back and I read our messages, and I was like, oh, his name is John. And Homelander, that's what. And I was like, oh, okay. But I'd forgotten. I was like, what a stupid name.
That's another figure that was paid off outright.
Oh god.
Oh, when I put my pre-orders with Toys Wonderland and 1 in 6 Outfitters for, I just automatically pay them off.
Mm-hmm.
It's only Sideshow that I might put a deposit and then wait, or put on some sort of payment plan. So yeah, when things are coming in from Toys Wonderland from 1 in 6, it's just coming over. That's nice. So that's always nice, and particularly now from Toys Wonderland, you don't get charged import. Thank you very much.
Now,
go ahead. Sorry. No, I was going to say I watched the Green Vigilante video, and okay, that was enough. Pull the trigger.
It's surprisingly good, right? Like, the show is a bit shit in the later seasons. I really liked the first 2 seasons, and then
first 2 seasons are great.
And then it got quite bad, but the figure is excellent. There's no two ways about it. The suit is fantastic. It's a suit that works better, I think, in figure format than it did in the show. I think the season 5 suit looked a little bit weird in some scenes, but in figure format, it looks great. I love it.
He loved it.
Fantastic.
Even Amel loved it because he was like, "Thank God I got a long sleeves."
He can cover his arms again. That season 4 suit with the bare arms.
Yeah,
I would still love to see that in figure format, though. That'd look awesome as a toy.
That's more Oliver Queen. That is more Green Arrow-esque. That was kind of inching towards the more classical Green Arrow costume that we know. But I saw you talking about the head sculpt on it. I should probably bring up some images so we can reflect on this.
I can just go get it if you like.
Or you can go get it if you want.
Yeah. All right. BRB.
Or I can just go green vigilante and that'll be it. Vigilante. There you go, green vigilante. Got him. Sorry. Okay, he's gone.
He'll be back.
Let's just share the screen. Sorry, Justin. We're fine. Okay, so this is the green vigilante. This is the one that we're talking about here, folks. This is the Stephen Amell green vigilante, removable eye mask. The hood can come up. So you see, that is the same head. That's not a switch out head sculpt. That's just without the hood up and the mask on, and that's just with the mask and with the hood up. And I heard Justin talking about the head sculpt being kind of good, but not quite. And I think the bottom half is great.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit on the top half. His eyes aren't quite Stephen Amell eyes. However, when the mask goes on, because the top isn't quite, I don't think, quite right, it suddenly really looks like Stephen Amell when the mask goes on. There you go. That's it. So this is it in its actual form.
I mean, that figure, come on, that figure is badass. Look at that.
Oh,
figure.
that lighting coming down, that looks superb.
I mean, bruh.
When the hood and the mask goes on, that head sculpt looks way better.
Yeah, that's just what we're saying. It's the lower half of the head sculpt, which is great, and the upper half, it's the eyes, which don't quite hit the mark. But when the mask goes on, that looks perfect.
that figure is gorgeous. And you know, I mean, for me, I grew up loving the Justice League, and I look forward to posing that with my Justice League figures. Because that's where it belongs.
They unfortunately, for some reason, gave the season 6 bow. Apparently, people were telling me in the comments this is from season 6. This bow, but to me, that's fine. They also told me in the review that I got the bow upside down, but no, that is correct. It does go that way. So I don't know why they gave him this bow, but I'm perfectly fine with it.
By the way,
posed him in the pose. Yes.
Can I just want to rebut that comment that this is the season 6 bow. How do you know he didn't already have that bow? He just wasn't using it. I'm
sure he had a bunch of bows. He is the Green Arrow after all.
I mean, I think they probably picked the coolest bow. And I just look, I have to tell you, as much as I want the costumes and everything to be as canonically correct as possible, those kinds of things don't bother me.
I've never been I've never been quite at that level.
Yeah, me neither.
For these things.
There's certain stuff I can be like, this is great because this is like the poster. So this is a really nice pose.
Oh yes, and he stands and he whenever he's delivering his monologues in the show in the later seasons, he stands with his bow in his hand and he's constantly gripping onto the bow as he's delivering his monologue. So I've posed him in that pose.
Look at how good that
95% of the time he's in. Yeah, he can pose. He can,
and that really pops the head sculpt. That really makes the head sculpt look like Stephen Amell. So that's just superb.
And Hot Toys are doing the Flash, so you're gonna have a CW Flash official Hot Toys one to go with this guy. Pretty good.
I'm not gonna do that though.
Oh, I bet you will.
No, I won't. I promise you.
Really?
Do you know what? Do you know where he's going? Do you know where my Green Arrow is going?
Where?
He's going with my Hal Jordan.
Oh, okay.
And I love that. He's going with my Hal Jordan, and we're having Green Arrow and Green Lantern.
What about your Batwoman?
Well, hey, it's as if you knew that this was set up, but you don't. But it is because I've already got it set up. Here, folks, is the first third-party Batwoman that was put up for sale. I, by accident, bought two.
Wow.
So I, by accident, bought two. I said, look, the show's made me a ton of money. I might as well just, give something back.
To a third party.
This is I like the belt kind of works because I'm looking to modify one of these. I'm going to modify something here.
I think it's another one like Green Arrow where it works great in figure format, but not necessarily, I think, as well in the show. So I have no issues getting this figure, to be totally honest with you, even though the show is what the show is.
It's cool.
I was getting it out of irony.
Okay.
I like the character in the comics. I thought the character in the comics, especially when she was first introduced, I enjoyed that character.
I even liked her in the crossover, the CW crossover. I had no issues with her in that.
Yep. And I'll tell you, I think that she should live in your Batcave when you finally build it. When you finally build it, as Batwoman should be a constant figure in the Batcave.
Should I be living in her Batcave? Now then, what? So Toys, folks. So Toys have announced their version.
Oh yes,
of Batwoman. So we now have a second Batwoman that is up for pre-order now. Now this image is not up on Toys Wonderland at the moment. They've got it, but it's all blacked out. That's blacked out. It's all blacked out. So what you are going to get with it is a couple of face, lower face changes. This will be magnetized. A Kate Kane face.
Which one?
Exactly. That's why it's revealed soon, I guess.
Yes.
The poll, and I think the stand's pretty decent actually. But this
style.
This is much closer to the Ruby Rose TV show version. So I'm gonna take my first one, I think, and I'm going to play with use that as a template for modification. So I'm gonna whiten the skin. I'm gonna put whiten the face like it is in the comics. Really pop that dark red lipstick. After that's gone on, I think the gauntlets are going to go red and the boots are going to go red.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to pop that a bit more as well, and potentially pop the belt. Although I quite like the belt on the first one. Actually, I do think it it kind of works. But the mask sculpt on this is way better.
Oh yeah,
I think it's actually a decent mask sculpt on it. To be perfectly honest,
it looks great. I think So is doing great work. They also put a poll up about making a Shazam from the first film, the first suit. So I think that's quite clever because I don't think Hot Toys are going to go back and do that first suit. If they were to do a Shazam, they would absolutely do the new suit. So I think that film was good enough to warrant getting a figure out of it, the first film. So I would buy both Hot Toys second movie suit and So Toys first movie suit if they do it.
Sorry, this looks terrible. I got a fucking text message that I have to answer. Justin's talking, and then Rob turned around and started doing something. And Justin looked like he was talking to himself while both of us had our heads down doing stuff. And poor Justin was just chatting away.
I was listening. I was listening. I have something that I knocked over that I was going to show, and I was picking it up. And I realized I haven't opened this in probably 5 years, and it's so weird. I don't know what it is, but I didn't realize I had forgotten.
I don't know what it is.
I had forgotten this thing actually came with foxes.
Oh my!
That's how weird this figure is.
Oh,
and I think if I ever show this figure, the first thing that Elizabeth will say is, "I want that. You have to bring that to me."
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough.
So. And
okay, that was a Hot Toy related tweet that I needed to reply to, folks. I mean, Hot Toys show.
How do you define a Hot Toy related tweet? Is that something?
Well, it was Gary.
Oh, it was
Gary about. Unfortunately, what he wanted to show off is a 2-person job to build, and there's no chance in hell he thought he could have it just like boom done. And he's just like, oh, no. So we're going to have to show that off another time. which is a shame.
Well,
but it's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. So yes, you foiled my Batwoman plan. I've shown off the Bat boudoir, and after I'll show this just on the screen quickly. I was gushing and gushing and gushing over the beautiful Optimus Prime. I absolutely adore this. I mean, I can't stop looking at it. I cannot stop looking at it. Somebody put a suggestion through last week, and I have hearkened them, and I pulled the trigger on Bumblebee.
Yes.
And this is
great.
This is 8 inches, whereas the Optimus Prime is I think just over 10. So it's going to be smaller than Optimus Prime. And I love this head sculpt, literally like a Bumblebee head sculpt.
Yep.
Onto the Beetle, onto the VW Beetle. And this is what's going to arrive on Friday.
Ooh,
and to have the two of them it's in stock and it's shipped.
Soundwave, you're gonna get Soundwave? Surely you have to get Soundwave. He's so G1 style. I think he would work.
No, is this not 6 scale?
This is a die cast. Yeah.
Now who makes this? It says
this is yeah.
I like how Sideshow put their logo bigger than the company's logo that actually made the product.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Is this something I haven't seen before?
Oh, they love it. They love doing the confusion. They're like, oh yeah, Sideshow, right? Huge Sideshow logo, no problem. No,
look at that.
Yeah,
baby.
Do you all see the Transformers news? The this new film, the
Beast Wars stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that producer. That when the Bumblebee film came out, and that producer said, we love the film here, but we want more mayhem, we want more spectacle. And now this time he said that they're going to do that. I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, that is the reason the first franchise died, is because of your mayhem, your spectacle, your crap. And now he said that's what we're doing again. We're going with 5 different factions: Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals, Predacons, Terracons. And there's going to be casts of characters from each faction, and they're all going to be... I'm like, Jesus Christ. What are you all doing?
Wasn't the reason why people really like Bumblebee the fact that
it was
much more toned down? Yes. as well as the transformations looking much more like Transformers transformations, as opposed to just the mechanical disasters.
It was the perfect storm. It was a nice, tight, small budget film. It was a great story, great cast. It was set in the 80s, which a lot of people love. I love. Great music. And now they're like, no.
These do not transform. These remain in their robot form. There is a version that you can get from another company which does transform. But I gotta say, the level of detail on them compared to the level of detail you get from these DLXs, these DLXs are just so superior.
The big one here on the side, not quite the same, but let me get it. I forget how heavy this stupid thing is.
Let's go. Look, that's the big boy, yeah.
Yeah, he's also his feet weigh a ton. He's got a ton of die cast in him. But he's basically has got this design, same company, same level of detail. He's just going to be in scale with that Optimus Prime. But you can also get these massive ones, which I don't really know why you would. I think the smaller ones fit just as much detail into something that's much more manageable in size. These are a bit too big, perhaps. Yeah, because standing up, he's like almost the size of a quarter scale figure. He's huge. And then when you get Optimus Prime in this scale, he's even bigger, right? Like he's 20 something plus inches tall, which is too big. But anyway, the detail is awesome. The small one doesn't have this, but the big one has the little cassette player where you slide up the panel, and he's got the little cassette player in there.
Okay.
But that's the only thing that the small one is missing. Just that cassette player gimmick. He has everything else that the big one has. The small guy has it. Which I love when companies do that.
That's an incredible figure.
It's sold out. That's very difficult to find now.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one. Yeah.
That was a gift from Toys Wonderland after 3-0 stooged me. They sent me a promotional sample, and they sent it after all the other reviewers had already done theirs, and those reviewers got to keep their promotional samples, as they always do. And they apparently 3-0 insisted on me sending mine back. Oh. And I was not very happy about it. Yeah. And I was like, surely not. And they're like, yeah, no, we want it back. So I sent it back, and then Toys Wonderland took pity on me and sent me one. They paid for it and sent me one. But I was not happy with 3-0 after that, to be honest.
It's a bit of a bummer.
A bit rude.
It's a bit of a bummer.
And that video is also the #1 video on that product on YouTube. It's almost, I think, 1 million views. So wow. 3-0, you're welcome. And also, I'm still mad at you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Flipping ignore her, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not a Transformers channel, they didn't want me to have it, I guess.
But never mind. Whatever.
We'll move on. I'll never move on. I'll hold a grudge forever. But
well, I mean, I'm having major issues with Sideshow at the moment. I really am.
I was going to ask you about this.
What happened?
Ooh. Well, first of all, long story short, I set a new address up to send Robert a birthday present.
Yes,
I did it correctly, exactly how it said, because it said once you've done it and saved it, you need to go back out of the order, come back into the order, then, switch onto his address. So I did that, and somehow, I don't know why, it defaulted to mine. And they said, it's too late, we shipped it. So I sent another one off to Robert, and I sent the one that arrived to Critical Drinker for his birthday. So I was not happy with that. Then I bought the Shadow Daredevil.
Right.
And instead of sending me one, they sent me a whole box of them. a full box.
Wow.
Yeah, which was great, Then I ordered then I had my Leon, which arrived from Dam's Toys, which admittedly isn't Sideshow's fault, but it arrived and it didn't have a patch on it, and the glue was just gone. It was just completely. So I had to re-glue the pieces on it, and that's when they sent me the exchange body. I ordered a Warlock and a Hunter from Destiny 2.
Yes.
They sent me 2 Hunters. And when I called to have them picked up, Jesus Christ, George. When I arranged to have them picked up, the courier didn't come and pick them up.
Oh.
They said we'll send again. The courier never turned up again. Then I was like, this has been 2 weeks now since this has been going on. Where's my Warlock? And they was like, well, we're gonna send the Warlock after we've got the stuff back. And I was like, that's not my problem. I've paid for the Warlock. You're holding my Warlock ransom for your stuff, which you sent by mistake. By the way, the Warlock on the website shows is sold out. So if they have not put one aside for me, I am going to go crazy. This morning, nearly 3.5 weeks after all of this, they finally picked up the 2 boxes to send back. And then when my Optimus Prime arrived, I messaged you, Justin. Its head was floppy like this. And bizarrely enough, I was going to contact them. Justin said, contact them, get it sent back. But bizarrely, when the batteries arrived and I put the batteries into the head stiffened up with the batteries going in. So the batteries must have just like pushed the little, the little hinge just a little tighter. So now the head's great. So I'm like, okay.
Something else broke, right? What broke on him? I was curious when you said something.
Yeah, and also his right shoulder was completely broken off when I opened it up, and I repaired the right shoulder, and luckily it's absolutely fine now. But it was broken completely off when that arrived. So I've had a lot of issues.
You're not having much luck, huh?
Problems. No, but a lot of issues with them, and I gotta people. I have to I have to show that George, bloody hell, George Moyler with a $200 super chat.
Wow.
I was thrilled to discover you're a collector. Absolutely love Trust. From Jazz Inc. Thank goodness he jumped. Yeah, he jumped in when hapless Hot Toy Howard gave up the ghost on vehicles. Yeah. Have a 1989 Batwing and a Batman versus Superman wing on order. So do I. Do you ever review 1-in-1 busts from QS, Infinity, or P1 Transformers? I do fans' toys Transformers. Love the collection. Hello, George. Dude's insanely generous, man. This guy on Friday Night Tights is just an unbelievable guy. Good writer. He's got a book on Amazon. George Moyler, go check it out. Awesome. Yeah, George has had an incredible life. George, if you don't mind me saying, George, well, obviously you wrote a book about it. George was kidnapped.
What?
When he was a kid.
Oh my!
He was kidnapped, and
was he recovered?
Well, yeah, he's look. I mean, he's alive and kicking and everything now. But he details his whole. Oh my God. He wrote a book about it and detailed the whole thing. It's absolutely insane. It's insane. Absolutely insane. You never think you're going to meet somebody that's been bloody kidnapped.
Wow.
And had to go through what he went through. And so a lot of the sort of the geek stuff that we go through were things that George latched onto for sanity when he was going through, this absolutely bizarre ordeal. So yeah, if go to Amazon, George Moylo, pick up his book. If one of my mods could, yes, Jennifer, already you beautiful woman. Yeah, Jennifer is way ahead of me because she's smarter. She's already put the link for George's book in the chat, so go check that out.
And George says he's been watching my reviews for years. Thank you, George. That's awesome.
By the way, this book sounds insane.
Yeah.
I got to get a copy of it.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So yeah, hell, George, he's just an absolute sweetheart. Great writer as well. Sorry, where were we, gents?
Sideshow issues.
I just got so the sideshow issues. So today, they only just today picked up the Daredevils and the Incorrect Hunter to take back. So if they haven't got my Warlock to ship to me afterwards,
you're gonna be spicy.
Oh, I mean, they've already said, we'll compensate you for when we get this back for you.
No. I hate that. Like when you order a burger without mustard and it gets delivered and it has mustard on it, and they're like, "Oh, it's fine. We'll just refund you." No. I don't want a refund. I want
I want my item. Yeah. I want my item. That's what I want.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that they should have had the wherewithal to say, sorry about sending the wrong hunter. Our fault. We've been cocking up a lot with you recently, haven't we? You hold on to it, and we'll ship the Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but they did. I mean, the only time I had all these issues, the only other time I'd had an issue with them was in my favor. Was when I ordered the Batman Hush figure, and they sent me two by accident. And I just said, "Hey, look, you've sent me two. I'm not one of these people that just like." And they just said, "Okay, hold on, let me speak to the manager. I'll get back to you." Spoke to the manager, and then he got back to me and said, "Keep it." I was like, "Oh, thanks. Cheers." Cheers for that.
Thanks.
So, I do have two, and I will write both off on my taxes. For next year.
Look, you've talked about them on this show. which means they're a legitimate write-off. Now you have physical evidence, video evidence that you forever audited or whatever. Here it is.
There you go.
Well, they will be shown on the show. They will definitely be shown on the show. Everything is going to get shown on the show. Trust me.
But
every statue, every transformer, every toy.
Do you buy Masterpiece Transformers as? Because I know you get fans toys, and I know you get
toys.
And I know you get the mainline stuff because the new Starscream, the official Starscream, is coming out in about a month. And
the Masterpiece Starscream.
Yes, the MP52 Starscream is coming out, and I need it. I need it.
I do think fans toys do better versions.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but okay,
yes.
Okay. The ones that I have picked up.
Do you have the Galvatron?
I have the Galvatron.
Is it good?
I think it's close by. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
He's getting
a live look.
Chat amongst yourselves for a couple, boys.
So I'm going to show something. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm going to show this really weird. Okay, it's from like Fox Bat Studios or something, and it's from an Image comic. It's called it's an Image comic called God Complex. And this is from like 6 years ago. Here's the box that it comes in. It's got a really
we all
nice...
have that. We've got a bunch of mini people in our control.
Yes, and Inari God Complex. Here's the box.
Okay.
And I've never read this comic. I don't know anything about this comic.
Inari means fox, right, in Japanese?
Yes. And here is the figure.
Ah, okay.
And he comes with a scarf. And it's a fox head, so this is the figure. I think 3A made this.
How
it's Fox Box Studios, and this is like the Fox God. Oh, he's missing one of his hands. It's still in the box, but
I would imagine some kind of mischief god.
Yes, and he comes with 2 foxes, little foxes. Yeah, he came with 2 foxes, and he comes with.
I love the pose that he makes. Just like.
And I know nothing about these weapons. He comes with these these are like wood or something. Or maybe they link together. And he comes with multiple hands. And then he comes with this certificate of authenticity. They only made 500 of them. This is number, you can see, 97. And then there's, I think I got this like 6 years ago just because I thought it was cool. I don't know what it really is. But yes, Inari, the Japanese word for fox. Here's some artwork he came with.
I love that art.
Oh yeah, it's great. And then this is really cool. So I was just doing some research on this. I don't even know why I bought this, but I've never opened it until now. I've had it for 6 years, and I was just doing as I was doing this, and I knocked over the box. But so I have this figure, and I don't know why. But I think it's really cool, and now I have it. I mean, I've always had it, but I don't know why I bought it. There you go.
I'm going to be a bit selfish and just do a onesie, but
there he is. Oh my god!
So that's just me. Yeah. His cannon's just over there, but you know, I had to reach to get it, so I couldn't be bothered. But you get 2 cannons to go on his arm. You get one that's cartoon accurate, and then you get one which is like, you know. So you get the both versions to play with. I think the articulation on this is insane. I've put a Decepticon.
Oh yes, I see it.
Insignia there. This to me is absolutely freaking beautiful.
Maybe I get it.
And this is a lot of die-cast. This is it's got a lot of die-cast on it, which gives it a heck of a weight. But the articulation on everything is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So this is
love that.
Yeah. Perfect color. They got the color scheme absolutely spot on.
I have to get it now.
You know, this is Leonard Nimoy. This is you, baby.
That's pretty great, man.
I got the Kingdom Galvatron, and I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, it's not quite the same, is it? It's not quite the same level.
No.
It's
I've
like
got mine
they've
on
got
order.
the thing, they've got the toy, and they're like, they've got their little panel line scriber, and they're like, I'll just add a few more. I'll just add a few. And they do a few. And then they're like, oh, I'll just add a few more. And then they just end up going crazy with the panel lines and all this crap all over the surface. And then it ends up looking nothing like it does in the show. And they're like, perfect, super accurate, job done. Because nobody's going to buy the characters, right? Unless they're covered in panel lines and crap all over the flat surfaces.
Right.
Like, who wants Galvatron unless he's got a whole bunch of lines all over him? Nobody wants Galvatron. Rubbish. Rubbish.
But
Hasbro.
Last week on your channel, Robert, I made a promise.
Yes, you did.
And I promised that I would show off what my mum made, an arts and craft that my mum made. She made me an arts and craft caterpillar. This isn't, the caterpillars aren't knitted. This is an arts and craft. And so here we go. I will bring it up now. This is the caterpillar that my mum sent me, because she was like, "Oh, I'm doing some arts and craft, and I just want to send you an example to see if you think these are any good." Look, they got a little worm.
That is adorable.
Nice.
Little worm. So she sent this through to me, and it's kind of bowed a bit, hasn't it? You know.
Pretty cool, though.
It adds to
it's awesome. So my 77-year-old mum beautifully made this. So that's going to take prize possession on my desk, as it should. And other than that, I actually have made one more purchase.
Oh.
While we've been on the show?
While we've been on the show, I've made 10. No. I've made one more purchase, because this is shameless plug time. Some of you will probably know I have announced this already, but beginning of July, I'm having a second channel, starting a second channel.
Oh.
It's already linked up to mine at the moment. It's been here for ages, just not done anything with it. It's going to be called HAWT Toys.
Love it.
And it's going to be my hobby channel. So it's going to be, there's going to be videos of my new stuff which comes in. You know, I'll get out a box and do my little box thing. Lego, Transformers, the whole works. All my little bits that you haven't seen. Potential Lego builds and stuff. So I did get myself a turntable.
Whoa.
Nice.
That is far bigger than the one I use.
Ladies.
God.
And so, I just thought this was perfect. I thought that's the kind of size that I want.
Wow. Oh my god.
That's the kind of size I want on my turntable.
Dirty.
Well, if I get my Lego on it though, if I get my Lego, you see.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can do the turntable on the
your bigger Transformers, I would imagine, as well. Because that's the number one thing that I struggle with in my videos is I can't go too wide with the stance for poses because the base is quite small that I have. So I'll get it. It's right here. I'll get it. Also, it's broken at the moment. Where the hell is this stupid thing? What the hell?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, here it is. Dumb thing. Yeah, it's tiny. So the guys just barely fit on it. So I can't go too wide with the stances, with the posing. So I've actually, when I reviewed a quarter scale thing, I had to resort to putting a dinner plate on top of this to give them a wider base.
But that's producing, man. That's what you do. You be innovative and you make it work.
Well, I saw this for Prime Day. I did have my eye on it early. I'd actually messaged Rob to say, this is what I'm going to get. But it was reduced on Prime Day. So I actually got taking my time and not rushing to a purchase. I got it perfect.
Maybe it's Prime is... Oh, no, it's ended now. I was going to say I might get one as well. Well, mine's also broken. The micro USB port, the solder has come loose, which I tried to re-solder, but I don't have any solder, so I couldn't. Or as y'all in America say, solder. But it also takes a battery, so I put a lithium battery in there, so it's going for now, but it's on the way out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to put my cakes on here as well.
Stupid thing. Yes, it's a lazy Susan after all.
Yeah. Just have that going around the place.
Az's cake review channel. I'd watch
cake. Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I got the Daily Beagle downstairs, and
that
yes, looks.
I
gotta see that build. That looks so good.
I've seen the light up sets for that, where they put a bunch of lights in the windows and the signs and everything, and it looks insanely good.
Yes, it does, especially when you get those LEDs in, when you get those lights in.
Yes.
But I got a couple of beauties. I've got ladies. I got like the haunted house that I want to build up. I've got the Prestige. Well, it used to be called Prestige.
You see
I think it's called Creator.
Toys Wonderland is getting Lego now as well. Yeah, they just got the Coliseum and the UCS Falcon.
I saw that. That Coliseum's dope. I want to get him and put him next to my, make a little Maximus display.
Oh, yes.
So stick him in the center of it. With his arms outstretched. Are you not entertained?
It's huge, the Coliseum.
Yeah, it's huge. I want
right. We're gonna go into a couple of super dupers, I think.
George sent you another one that's pretty interesting.
I know. So we'll start with George because I want to address George, and then I'll address the beautiful Athenan as well. And then we'll go into
his question. Actually,
I know this is why I want to. This is actually a really good question. So this is why I want to do this one as well. George Moylo again with $100 super chat. George, thank you so much, dude. Insane, man. Quick question for Justin, Az, and Robert. And I know because we've discussed this before, so I know that. Well, we all know, but Justin's the man with the know. More of the know here. Do any of you know why Howard teases all the vehicles like the Falcon, Anakin's fighter? That's the one we're all pissed about, dude. The Batmobiles, and then completely gives up on all vehicle lines. Lastly, have any of you heard of company YOLO Park? Many thanks and my best to you all. First of all, I have not heard of YOLO Park.
They've got Transformers, bruh.
As they have got the most expensive Transformers that you can ever find. But they are the most detailed. There's like 50 pistons in just the arm of this Optimus Prime.
Dude, the Optimus Prime on their Bumblebee, the movie, is $2,340. Oh, that's Hong Kong. That's Hong Kong, though.
Hong Kong.
No. That's US, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, US.
It's HKD 2,340.
No, but it says pre-order price is $2,199 US.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, USD 2,199.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing.
The engineering on that thing, I've been following it as it's been going along, and the engineering on that thing is insanity.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're making a Shockwave from the Bumblebee movie. Such a weird choice, but Shockwave is my favorite Transformer, so I'm so glad that they are, but I could never drop that much cash on this thing.
Sideswipe is mine.
Oh, Lamborghini Sideswipe or
Lamborghini? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Justin. You've been cut out. Cut out the frame for a second, dude.
Their Ultraman figures are dope. Wow,
that is crazy.
Yeah.
So Justin, do you want to explain? Do you want to explain why?
Yeah. Sure.
Howard has given up on all of these.
Couple of reasons. The first reason is they've said a couple of times that they only cater to the Hong Kong market because they're a local company. They make stuff for their own country, and it just happens to get imported to other countries, US, etc. And in Hong Kong, the number one thing that people don't have is space. They can have all the money in the world, but if you're living in the city, there's just a lack of space. You can't do much about it. There were people in Hong Kong in their stores that were using the 89 Batmobile box as a coffee table in their store because that's how big. The box is as big as a small fridge. It is so big that they just couldn't. There was even, when I was there a couple of years ago, they still had them in stock at Secret Base, which they never do. That's how that many that they didn't sell, was you could still walk into Secret Base and buy it years and years and years and years after it had come out. So poor sales is one factor, but also think of them like when you go to a car show and you see these latest crazy concept creations from Mercedes, these windowless self-driving cars that will never come into production, but it gets you talking about the brand. It gets you excited about the brand and the future of the brand. It's the same thing with Hot Toys. They want to give you something like a 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon. We all know, and it's the size of a car. We all know that you're not going to be able to get that Falcon, but they make it because they want you to talk about it and talk about the brand, right? So that's why it's just a tease, if you will. It's just to show the potential of what they can do, and just to say, hey, we're still here. We've got something that you'll want to talk about. And that's why they make these vehicles like Anakin's Starfighter that realistically, Howard said if they were, just recently in an interview, he said that they can't guarantee the quality on something that large at mass production. Jazz Inc. can do it because they make them in small quantities, maybe 100, 200. But if Hot Toys does them, it could be in the volume of 5,000, 10,000 if it's going to the States. And something so big when it comes to shipping and boxing and stress tolerances on the plastic, because it's so large, they need to make sure that it's sturdy and that they can mass produce it and be of something of quality. And he said himself that that's not one of the things that they're struggling with. So they're not doing as many vehicles now going forward. Big vehicles like cars, but they'll do bikes and stuff, I would imagine. I'm hoping they do the bike from the Batman, the Matt Reeves film. Hoping.
I mean, but the beauty though, George, like you've already said, because you've mentioned Trust, is that a company like Jazz Inc., a small company like Jazz Inc. can thrive because of this. And with small businesses being in such getting absolutely hammered at the minute, it's great to see a hobbyist business that is start with Disney. Disney, one of the most arsehole companies in the world, just like, we don't care. We're all right. And then Warner Brothers now saying, no, let's talk. And then Warner Brothers and Jazz Inc. sorted it out. So to have those as license is going to be great.
They have sent a couple of notices to So recently and had their listings taken down. Yes, that's why the picture on Toys Wonderland for Batwoman doesn't have any actual pictures. But also, it wasn't just Warner Brothers. Sideshow also sent them takedown notices, but Sideshow doesn't own the license to the Arrow show, so I think they're just being petty.
Do they have the license to the CW though? Is it a CW license that they have?
Hot Toys has, because they're doing the Flash, obviously. They've got
Flash, sorry, I was thinking the Flash was Sideshow, not Hot Toys. No, it is. Hot
Toys, so Sideshow, on behalf of themselves, sent takedown notices. I don't know. I saw the email. It was pretty interesting to read. But they don't own the license, so I don't know what claim they seem to think they have over it. They're just being petty at this point to their competition.
And thank you, George. There you go. Thank you, Justin. That was a great explanation. Hello, Gary.
Hello, sir.
It looks like this job was bigger than one expected.
Yeah, it's an all-day project. It's ridiculous. And
do you want to explain? Yeah.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Robert. Nice to meet you, Justin.
Nice to meet you too.
Greetings. So I got I bought something that it was a really good price. So and it came in a pallet. It had to be forklifted off the truck and came in a pallet. So I'm like, how big could it be? I could probably put this thing together. No, it's 7 feet tall, and it's here. Let me first share. I'll share a video.
Sure.
It's not my actual thing, but it is what I just got. Here it is. And there we go. I'll keep the sound off, but it's 7 feet tall. It's a Superman taking flight from Ruby's collectible. And
wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's going to be going in the Texas studio. And it's going to replace all the I used to, in my comic shop, I had the life-size Iron Man, Silver Surfer, Batman, Superman, Supergirl, 2 Spider-Mans. I made a Batgirl. I made a Mystique. So I had life-size figures everywhere, and it was kind of my thing, and I had to give them up, and I just always hated that. I've always hated that I had to leave those behind because, like, most of, like, everything you see up here is from the shop. It was from before I started YouTubing, aside from a few hot toys because of your damn show. But yeah, that is what I got, and it's in 3 pieces, head, torso, legs, and here's a cape. I got the cape, so I can show that off.
Oh, so the cape's like legit cape. Okay.
It's a legit cape. Yeah.
Not like plastic.
Be honest, Gary, you did put that on and run around the house.
I was naked. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Ladies.
There you go. Got the proper S on the back and everything.
Nice. It's got the it does my head in when they don't have the yellow S on the back of the cape.
I know.
It really does.
And this thing is giant. So yeah, here's my instruction manual, and it says don't do anything. It says don't do anything. Just don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this is how you put them together. So you put the head on, torso, and Mrs. Nerdrotic's like, wouldn't this be better to stay on the pallet until we move? And I'm like, yeah, it would. So I'm gonna leave it there. It was I had to inspect it to see if anything was busted, which was a pain in the ass. But if you saw the size of it's sitting next to my FJ Cruiser, and this box takes up half the space in the garage. The thing is fucking huge. Excuse my language. It's going to be the cornerstone of my next studio. I wanted to show mine off, but it's just not going to happen. So sorry, guys. But there you go.
It would have been great, obviously, but now that you've practically seen what the work entails, it'll be great. It'll be great when when your office is set up, when the new the room studio is set up in Texas, and that beautiful creature just comes to reality there.
Oh, yeah. Gary, do you know when you're making the big move?
Probably October. We're putting our house on the market in August. And once that is gone, and it'll be gone pretty quick at San Francisco, then we make the next step. But we're starting to pack we're temporary here, so we have boxes out and we're kind of ready to go. Except this studio was put together haphazard. All those little blue are little squares, right? Of like it's like a foam. So it's soundproofing, and then it's easy to pin my action figures to the wall because I crucify all the action figures either with under their armpits or in their crotch, and that's how they all hang there.
That's what is always a potential for toy slide.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's horrible on your fingers too. After you've done like 1,000 action figures on the wall, you know it's like, oh, is that arthritis? I feel I don't know, maybe.
Isn't my fingers falling apart at the joints? Right, let's get into some of these. Thanks for joining us for a little bit, dude. Sure. Jump out if you want to jump out, because I know Gary's so busy and whatnot. So just stay for as long or short as you want to stay, man. Okay. But you're always welcome. Always welcome. So I'm going to jump to Athenon's $100 super chat as well. God bless, because he's got a good question. A good question, Gary, that you would also be privy to. Hail Az and HAWT Toys crew, any thoughts on the possibilities of Babylon 5 toys?
Well, there were.
Yeah.
There were 8-inch figures. I forget the company that made them, but there were, and they each came with a miniature starship. And I forget they weren't that great.
No,
but they were mid to late 90s figures. I had a lot of them. I got them because that was really the only thing. I don't think anybody, unless they bring back Babylon 5, Gary, do you think that anybody would do? I mean, I'd love to get the Babylon 5 crew. There's some great a great Jakar, and a great Delenn. Those could be great figures.
Londo would be a great figure.
Yeah,
I think so too. And yeah, I remember the toys. They were they were pure mid-90s toys in this weird bubble packaging.
Yep.
McFarlane, maybe?
What was that?
No, they weren't McFarlane.
Maybe? No,
they weren't Toy Biz either. They were some weird. I can find out.
Yeah, I'll look right now.
I remember seeing them at KB Toys all the time at discount, immediately. But everything.
Yeah, I've got you know what? As I got a picture of one, I have one right here.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the live chat. It's actually from the Walmart. It's brand exclusive Premier Toys. It says I don't know if this is an old link or a new link, but here's a Walmart link that has Captain Sheridan in his after they declared independence in that costume. But they're limited edition collectors.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
And these were 9-inch figures.
Let me just boost this because you can make him bigger, and then bang! There we go.
This is for sale.
Okay,
like you can buy this for $21.
What?
Yeah.
This is great. That's very niche. There you go, Athenan. You could get yourself some stylized. Should we say stylized? Babylon 5. They would make, but in all seriousness, they would make great 1 in 6. Because they've got such great uniforms, and the ambassadors have awesome outfits. Londo's always in his kind of regalia, and Jakar with just like the sheer kind of stuff that he puts on. There would be some great 1 in 6s for these.
Oh hell yeah! I just think it's I think Babylon 5 is probably better off where it is, just a niche thing, being left alone. And Krasinski has made it pretty clear that they will never resurrect that, but they'll never get rid of it. He's said that repeatedly.
By the way, they did make carded figures too. The smaller figures as well that aren't bad. I mean, here as I'll I was going to say
I thought there was a kind of like a Playmatesy that I could remember kind of seeing like a Playmatesy-esque Babylon 5 figure.
Yeah, I just sent you a link that has them.
Yeah, these are great. I love these.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I've seen these before, and these are great.
And these are the ones that come with the ships. I was mistaken.
Look at these. These are awesome.
Oh, it's previews. Okay, so this is Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. There's the bigger ones.
Oh,
I know this is I know I could. The picture's not great, folks. I'm sorry. I could try and.
I'm looking at a Kosh previews exclusive. That is cool.
That's slightly better. Kosh would make. Oh man, that would be how poetic would that? But that would be on. Oh man,
eBay's getting hit right now.
These are awesome. I love these.
Going right there.
And they made micro machines. They made Babylon 5 micro machines too. Of the ships.
Oh, that's nothing. That's Sylvania. Okay.
What the hell?
Maybe
that company
there you go.
That's making we got Star Trek figures can look into it. Exo 6.
We got Koshes. We got Koshes. There's a shadow creature.
Yeah.
These are the ones that I remember. I remember seeing these. Is that Garibaldi? Is that maybe Garibaldi?
Yeah, they're all over eBay. Are
they?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Like 4 figures that are loose for what, $20? One carded, 30. Yeah, so it's $24 to $30. You can get 5 of the 9-inch ones for $99. Buy it now. What's that shipping though? $10. Okay, that's reasonable. At least it's not like $60 shipping. Those fuckers.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Witchblade action figure too. I forgot. Oh my god, these are the good old. You know what? I had these in my store. When I bought my store, a bunch of these were already there, and I think they're probably to this day they're in my storage. Brian's storage. That's under underneath the shop. That was my storage was it's San Francisco, so it was a 1,200 foot shop, and it was just like a big rectangle, and the storage was equal length under it. So I had these shelves and 200 hundreds of long boxes. I lost count. Hundreds of long boxes, hundreds of boxes of toys that I inherited that I never in my 10 years got all the way through. There was so much crap in there, and it was just mostly that what's crap in 2003 becomes gold in 2021. That's the thing about
oh yeah oh yeah I can pick it. This is don't worry, but this is how most of these streams devolve into. It just devolves into us going on to the internet and buying stuff, as it probably does for most people. But yeah, I mean, here in the UK, I just jumped onto eBay in the UK. There's what looks like there's a full set of the Babylon 5 micro machines.
Oh, there you go.
Up for auction. Which
buy it now. Come on, man, buy it now.
Look great. There is no buy it now. There's a make an offer, but there's just got them up for bid, starting at 100 quid. For those, I could pick up a Delenn for £35. If I wanted to, there's a Delenn, one of those Delenn 1997 figures, up for the only problem is, right, when things are carded, I want a mint card.
Yeah. You could probably go to some comic store. Well, I don't know about you guys, but like I could go somewhere in Palm Springs and there'll be a comic shop that still has that Babylon 5 previews exclusive with like 5 layers of dust on it in the back corner of the shop.
Yes, indeed.
Oh man, I've found a gold mine and I'm not gonna share it with you.
You can go for it.
There's an English British seller who he's selling the goods. Okay, we're gonna come back to you after the stream, baby. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Right, let's go to the let's go now from the bottom up, ladies, on the super duper chats. Az gets horny for Mary's legs, which is in reference to the absolutely delicious Mary Marvel costume
Shazam
movie.
They look good.
Oh yeah,
I want all of them in Hot Toys form.
Yep.
I grew up. I love the Marvel family.
I just want her in just real life form.
As I said to Rob yesterday, though, I'm sad that the glowing lightning bolts are gone. Though I kind of like that.
Yes, yeah. I agree with you on that. I must confess, the only thing about the costume which I was sad about, because this still looks good, was I did like the light up lightning bolt.
Well, maybe they do in the movie, and they just didn't for the.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe the gold lights. So yeah, could do. Post
the costume change will be explained. Do you think it'll be like, oh, we need a new look, guys? Snap the fingers, new suit, or do you think it's just going to be like, this is our new suit? We've somehow designed this really intricate suit just randomly.
New suit. It's how it's always done.
Shazam, hey, look, new digs, and the wizard goes, it's okay. Yeah, I wonder if Mary Marvel's thighs will be squishy. That's like the Wonder Woman thighs are. Because they're squishy.
I would love to find out, Mary Marvel, if you are an actress woman, if you're interested, never mind. Don't worry.
I meant the action figure. I meant the action, kind of like my Conan action figure. His muscles are squishy too. Or my Conan put together Hot Toys. It's not really a Hot Toys. I put together the kit. We talked about it.
Mine's in the gutter. Yeah. Mine's just in the gutter. Those. Okay, thick thighs save lives. Come on, it's my motto.
It is.
Anyway, Az gets horny for Mary's legs with a £5 says, there's no way I can afford Hot Toys at the moment. Oh, but I did see a couple of cheap figures at B&M. We'll send you an image on TwitTwat when you read this. Okay, dude. Yeah. Send away. I am now waiting for these BMM toys. Let's see what you got. Oh man, somebody's just sent an image of the Londo in the 9-inch. He looks great. Oh man, they do look wonderful. I'll keep an eye out. He might have buggered off by now. Crazy cat guy with a $1 fitty phallic. What? Zog. And then Shane O'Reilly with a €1 fitty connoisseur moustache for Robert.
Thank you.
Shane O'Reilly with a €1 fitty phallic. What? Zog. For me. And then Justin, Shane O'Reilly with a €1 fitty, somebody who's fallen asleep for you, because it's really early in the morning in Australia. There you go.
It is 6:30 now. We started at 5. It is now 6:30.
I do say to Justin, I promise you, I have email proof.
Yes, he has.
Don't come if you're too tired. It's ridiculous o'clock. Just sleep. If you wake up and like this, just sleep. No harm, no foul, because it is such a ridiculous time. Like, I was invited onto Justin's stream. It ended translating to be 3 o'clock in the morning for me. And so I said, I'm going to try and stay up. And then I think I made it to like 1 o'clock in the morning. And
5:30. A lot of people wake up at 5:30 in the morning, except for us, content creators.
The only
that's
issue,
when we're going to bed.
With being in Australia is our time zone is so out of whack that I'm up until like 3 a.m. because I usually publish videos at midnight. So I'll be answering comments until like 3 a.m. anyway. So it's like I don't really get to do the whole like, oh, we'll just go to bed early then. It's like, well, I can't really, because Australia is such a shit time zone that can't really do it, unfortunately.
You don't even have your seasons right now.
Yeah, it's the other side of the equator. That's it. It's that's what's causing it, and that's the biggie.
Yeah, I got to move, I guess.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know.
Get away from those spiders. Get away from
I
those
did say to Steph that I wouldn't mind moving to Hong Kong. Can you imagine? I would just be able to literally walk to Secret Base, film whatever, pick up the thing the day it comes out. It would make perfect sense, but Steph says she does not like Hong Kong, so we can't.
Yeah, where are you gonna put all those Modular cases, bro? Come on.
And that would be an issue, also.
Yeah, you got biblical plagues of mice there, and you got huntsman spiders, and you got all kinds of crazies. Australia's pretty great.
No, it's not. The whole fields are covered in cobwebs at the moment.
There's that too.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's well, the plague of mice is what got me.
I'm not joking, Gary. Fields are literally just covered in cobwebs right now.
Mm-hmm. Burn those crops, friends.
You live in Mordor. You live in freaking Mordor. It's okay though.
I have nightmares of RPGs I play that have this shit in it. Never mind reality. Fuck that. I ain't ever going to Australia.
I did murder a spider yesterday. It was scuttling around my floor. I was like, what the heck are you doing here? You didn't pay rent.
Dragging your dog across it too.
Had half your fridge with it.
Just like down, spider.
Just opened up your fridge, taking some chicken out, some other stuff, fucking spider. Ed Roas with a $10. Hail as RMB Justin. I'll add you into that as well, Gary, because he would have said it to you as well. Perfect. Love your shows. So pull the trigger on Iron Man Mark 47. Rise ROTJ Deluxe Luke and Vader. Return of the Jedi. Fucking hell. Brain dead. I've done 2 videos. That's my excuse. Deluxe Luke and Vader. Nice. That's good, actually.
Nice.
I like those a lot. Wanted to know which and where to get cases, rotating or fixed. P.S. Somehow it's Rob's fault again.
It's always my fault. I mean, I accepted that responsibility. I told my ex-wife when we first got married, I said, honey, it's always my fault. And ultimately it was. That's why we're not married anymore.
That was brutally honest. Mod your cases. Mod you cases or Teravolt cases.
Yes.
If you have, they're expensive.
Yeah,
they're beautiful. They're expensive, but I don't know what your ka-ching situation is, but if you're wanting, if you've got just a few, go for a modular case. I would say DF60 would probably be the best way to start, best size to start with. Or if you are, a man of means, you could go to Teravolt, and they have some just,
they're insane,
outlandishly beautiful things. Yeah. Any other suggestions?
If you're just starting out, Detolf is always good. A nice IKEA Detolf, really great way to start. A lot of people start with those. I know I did. So yeah, there are your 3 options, I guess.
Nice. Stubble McShave with a 20 Swedish. Greetings, toy pushers and figurative wallet lighteners.
Figurative. We're literal wallet.
Literal,
lighteners.
literal. Yeah. Wrong. That's a poor choice of words. Literal, mate. We will, just some guy in the chat comes in pretty much every week. I see him, and he's there going, "No, I'm putting my wallet away. I'm not, you're not teasing, you're not tempting me, you're not teasing me. Begone, Satan, and all that." Today, have you gone to this store? George Wagner says, and then suddenly, just some guy goes to it, and he's like, I need to drop some money on these Mega Men. It happens. This is it. You will fall in, no matter how much you try to resist.
That's what we're here for.
You will fail. You will fail.
We are here to make you broke.
Hey?
We are here to make you broke.
Yes.
But happy.
But happy. You'd rather buy a toy than pay your taxes anyway. Honestly, go to a better.
Not consumer advice from us, by the way.
Yeah.
No, that is terrible advice from a freaking heathen.
Serve 6 months in prison, or have some nice hot toys.
That's I can do that standing up, man. And sitting down and on my head, no problem.
Just don't bring oranges.
Advice or anything.
Yeah,
clean your room.
Clean your room. Advice. Yeah, Jordan Peterson, clean your room. Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast with a $6.65 super chat. Hail sizists, because Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast, is a 1 in 12 collector.
Oh, okay.
Glad to see the Spectacle Fund was a resounding success. Well, I was going to be nice to you and actually give some information on some of a 1 in 12 that was announced today by Toys Wonderland. But since you're like that, I'm not gonna. No, they have done they've released a 1 in 12. What I think is a Hall of Armor. They're calling it Circular Hall of Armor, which is what you can put an Iron Man in, basically. So if I just quickly share this has come up for Toys Wonderland, dude. This 1 in 12. So you can put your 1 in 12 Iron Man.
That's for Spider-Man. That's for the Iron Spider suit. That's the thing that we see at the end of Homecoming, and you click the remote and it opens just like it does in the movie.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Check out my my video on the 1/6 scale version. I apologize, it's an older video, so it's horrible. But if you want to see how it works, just mute it. Just if you want to see how it works, I show you how the doors open and everything.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That is so cool.
Iron Spidey in it. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's 1 in 12, dude. That's 1 in 12. I was thinking of you today, and that's the type of super chat you send.
Did they ever come out with the Conan Mezco? I know they canceled it.
Oh,
I thought I saw a recent
maybe they just canceled my order. I ordered one and they canceled it, so maybe it was just my order.
Look,
stuff. It's good.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting fed Babylon 5 stuff.
You're being targeted now.
This Mezco Conan, it's still up on their site, on the Mezco site.
Okay.
It's very Frazetta. It's so cool.
They've announced a lot of weird stuff. Like they picked up Power Rangers now, but those the renders for the Power Rangers figures were, number one, the Green Ranger had two completely different helmets in both pictures. They'd obviously photoshopped something. One had the helmet clips, one didn't.
Okay.
And they also had, like, the background images still had the watermarks from the stock photo place they'd stolen the pictures from. So I think it was a bit of a rush job where they'd put a few put a few things together and cobble it together and put it out there. So they've done that with a few things, like their Fantastic Four images. Some of them looked a bit rough. So I think a lot of this stuff is very early, very, very early on. So they have a lot of stuff on pre-order. I don't even remember what the last thing was that they released, to be honest. They've slowed down quite a lot. I don't know what Mezco's doing these days, so I'm wary of them.
Yeah. I mean, everybody did because of and you would know more than me because of the coof, but it seems like all I know is like orders I had, because I ordered from Big Chief too, and I stopped at the point, but I have orders from 2 years ago that I'm still waiting on. And I've got orders from Sideshow from 2 years ago that I'm still waiting on.
Yeah, where's Big Chief's Flash Gordon figures?
Yeah, dude.
They just put up more pre-orders. They just posted, I think yesterday, they were like, hey, don't forget we've got these coming, but they didn't say like when.
That's concerning. Well, sounds like we need more money.
I mean, they missed the 40th anniversary.
Yeah,
completely.
Well, even when they had stuff in stock, like I was on Big Chief a little while ago, and I went to their like last chance. You know, there's like stock items which when they're gone, they're gone. And I picked one of those up, and it took like 2.5 weeks to arrive.
Oh,
I'm like, what?
They are a smaller company. I'm pretty sure they are also a third-party company, and I think I know who it is. I think they're combined with another, or they are just both. But places like 3.0 and Hot Toys haven't been as affected. Like 3.0 have still managed to get everything out on schedule as they were going to. Hot Toys is slow, but not as, there's still 1 or 2 or 3 a month, which is still pretty good. But some of the smaller companies like Mezco, Big Chief, those guys I know are really struggling. So it could be because of the COVID situation, but I don't know. Maybe.
Striker A with a $5. Have you seen the Grey Knight figures out of the Shanghai Wonder Festival? If so, and if they're your kind of thing, what are your thoughts? I haven't, but I'd love to have a look at them. Grey Knights, of course, folks, if you don't know, is Warhammer 40k. I'm just jumping into a quick little image now. Oh, they look great. Yeah, I could be interested in those. Hell yeah. They got unpainted. Right, I'll just bring this up. Oh, God, these look freaking amazing. The ones that I see, if these are the right ones, these are unpainted, but hello. Look at those dudes. There's chunky. Those are beautifully painted. That's insane. But yeah, chunky boys.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Whoosh. Yeah, so you can choose to paint them yourself, and then they do release sometimes they do have like specific painted versions. But you can take those and mod those as well. Nice. So yeah, thank you, Striker. That's where we get to Athene's $100 super chat for Hayaz and What Toys crew. Any thoughts or possibilities on Babylon 5 toys, which led us down a lovely rabbit hole. Roger H with a 2 Canadian super sticker of a thumbs up. Thank you, Roger. Tactical is practical. My lovely Canadian police officer, Blue Lives Matter dude. Hail as get both Batwings, one for the shelf and the other to hang from the ceiling. Gary, you wouldn't have been aware, but today I pulled the trigger on the Justice League Batwing.
Do the wings fold up on that one, like we see in the film?
I don't know. I want them to. I do want them to.
It does do that in the film, right? And he has it in the corner of the Batcave. So
you
would
see
save your space. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what's going on with Sideshow or Big Chief right now, which now I'm pissed. Okay.
Ooh.
So they're saying there's a couple things that are ready to go, and it says you need to pay your installment when my thing is paid. So and then it says 0. It says pay your installment of 0 before it gets shipped.
Wow.
And I go to pay my installment of 0 and it shoots me back to the website. What the
You're gonna have to contact them.
Technical difficulties.
I have a thing on a Sideshow on pre-order at the moment as well, just to go with all the other problems. And I put it on pre-order. It's actually that Ling Wang from The Wandering Earth, which I've now seen, Robert. And I put the deposit on. It's come out of my bank, but it's still saying processing payment on the pre-order. For some reason, everything else afterwards, I've done is fine, but it's still got this processing payment, but it's been taken. So I'm gonna have to contact Sideshow about that as well. I did quite enjoy The Wandering Earth.
Nice.
Well, it's absolutely preposterous, but it was and it was crazy and it was messy. But I did just enjoy the non-identity politicky fun. At least it was just trying to do its thing, and I was like, thank God, it's so nice to just watch a fun, kind of like not fun, it was horrible fun, but it's like it was like a next level disaster movie. It was like taking disaster movies from the days gone by and pushing it over 9,000. Woof.
By the way, Jazz Inc. does say they're going to close their pre-orders on their Millennium Falcon cockpit. So I don't know where mine is, but mine's been paid off for a long time.
Yeah, that's a big boy. So tactical is practical. So yes, get both Batwings. It's another $2,000. I have to make a lot of videos. Ryan W, but it would be worth it. With a $5 super chat. No message, but a $5 super chat. Ryan, thank you very much indeed, dude. And a 2-parter from Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast, with 2 $6.65 super chats. Part 1, Az sent you an email concerning your upcoming hobby channel and the HasLabs Hero Quest. Aha, I have seen the HasLabs Hero Quest. I will answer something in a second then. And no, I can't twat, Insta scam, or fake book. It is to you. So I do not deal with greasy kid stuff. That sounds right out of Trailer Park Boys. That does. That's greasy. We have an original Heroes Quest. I say we, my friends, in our little circle. One of us bought an original Heroes Quest recently, so there was a Heroes Quest game night. Before this is, I say recently, this is before the coup. Everything just, it's like a year and a half has just been like you've been in prison for a year and a half, and then George Moylo again, dude. George Moylo with another $100 super chat. Juiced's Falcon cockpit is stunning. That could be a euphemism. Leaves you speechless. Have to get going. Hail to ours, Justin and Robert. We'll be coming back again for more of this incredible show. And all hail Nerdrotic. Oh, you get an extra special one, Gary. Yeah.
Thank you.
George, thank you so much, dude. Your generosity tonight has been absolutely insane. It's so cool that you like this hobby stuff with us, though. Because as you can gather, we love talking about it. Boy, and we love purchasing shit. But we love talking about it. So thank you ever so much indeed, dude. That's just too kind. So take a few months off, You've been a bit too generous. Take a few months off. So thank you, dude. Damn. There you go. That's my this is what my brain's already done. It's just like Athenan plus George equals 25% of Batwing. That's how this is how it works from this channel,
That's the way to be. I mean, before you know it, life will be over, and you'll be thinking on your deathbed, I could have had that Jazz Inc. Batwing, but I didn't. And why?
I had to marry this bitch instead.
Why did I have to do this to myself?
The things you see.
Yeah.
I leave the 20th century behind with no regrets. Be like Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes. Be like him.
Yeah. Damn you, what the hell?
Does man still make war against his brother? No, because we all bought our Jazz Inc. dioramas. That's why.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have the world's biggest coffin because I'm getting buried with all my shit.
Well, you have to build yourself like a pyramid that can be.
Yes.
We can make a pilgrimage.
A magic coffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah! A modular coffin, different levels with the stuff on it. Then my sarcophagus. You know,
get yourself embalmed so we can look at you sitting on a 1-to-1 scale chair of something.
Oh yeah, I can do
over
that.
Your collection, presiding over the collection.
Oh, I could do that. I could sword there. You know, other hand. You know, I don't know. Just maybe on the thing. Just a skeleton in my armor of joy.
Yeah, and you can record little messages. So before you pass, people can walk up to your various shelving units and press a button, and you can give a little dissertation on why you bought these figures and what they meant to you, and how many super chats were able to purchase this for you, and thank everybody. So there's an internal record,
like the Futurama heads. It'd be like that, but with hot toys. Yeah,
it gets dark. We're just being real. And
we're gonna fucking die.
I've got 3 decades left at the most, maybe.
I know.
Don't say that.
It's true. I'm gonna enjoy life. That's all.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That is exactly right.
Yeah, I think that last bit. I think maybe if we just ease back, just pull the brake on the death. Maybe just go to the enjoy the life bit. That's the cool bit.
Well, I think, but leaving behind a bunch of toys behind glass that nobody can actually touch. I want to do that. You can't ever have these, kids.
Yeah. And to my kids, I leave my everlasting love and fuck off from my toys.
Don't touch them.
I would probably donate them to like a toy museum.
There you go.
That's what I would probably do on my will for the toys. Unless like. I mean, I don't think I'm going to have a family, but if I was to have a family, and my son or daughter was just like massively into it, and I believe that it would be a good thing to pass it down. Oh, thank God, they con me. Other than that, I'd be like, no, let's give it to a toy museum.
Or you could make it the executor of your estate. Everyone has to write a letter about why they want whatever particular piece of yours that they, and they have to be creatively vetted. All right. That's a good reason. I'll give it to you.
Actually, now I'm totally with that person in chat that said this got dark real quick. This got real dark real quick.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
I gotta run. I gotta get
to
dude. Work. Thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
No,
thank you to see you, sir.
Bye, man.
Nice meeting you, Justin.
You go make some videos.
I want to see that Superman set up.
Are you streaming? Are you doing a Nuna?
Sometime, yes, maybe.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'm gonna make a decision in the next half hour because I got it's either video or live stream. Not sure. So,
okay.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Cheers, buddy. Bye. See you soon, man.
Good to see you.
Oh, I love Gary. Billaboni's bag of donuts with a $2. My Iron Man Mark 50 with accessories comes next month. Hyped. Oh, so you've gone with the feet and the punchy extra accessories. And Billonius bag of donuts with another $2 says, though should have seen Justin's vid and skipped Aces.
I kind of ragged on the accessories in that video.
Oh, accessories. Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
I was gonna say, and then I thought, I better not say anything because he probably is really excited. So I'll just let him have it. But now he's mentioned it. Yeah, the accessories are not that good, unfortunately.
They're very specific, aren't they, to a moment in the film?
Yeah, and they aren't very. They feel a bit cheap because there's no metal in them at all, so they feel kind of cheap. And the paint is a bit clean because the suit has all those little nicks and marks all over it, right? And then the accessories don't. So it kind of doesn't match. And people were telling me that I'm a moron because they were like, oh, it's fresh nanoparticles, Justin. There won't be any damage. And I'm like, I'm not talking about damage, you moron. I'm talking about surface detail to make it look real. I realize it's new, just created. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
I love those people.
Yeah, those are the people. So I don't really rate that accessory pack. I only kept the Qatar, the one that Thanos uses to stab Tony. I kept that, and I have holding it now, actually. And the gauntlet restraint for Thanos that Tony shoots on Thanos, and it keeps the fingers from closing on the glove. So those are the only two I kept. I sold the rest of them.
I would say the accessories are cool if you want to recreate that moment in time.
And if you have a bunch of Mark 50s.
Yeah, you have a bunch of Mark 50s, yeah. 2 or 3 Mark 50s wouldn't be a bad thing. No. Hey, while you actually triggered a thought, Justin. I watched the Rescue video.
Hey.
So Rescue was one of the figures which Sideshow had delayed. Yes. So if it's now out in Hong Kong,
that's what people always email me saying, oh, this has been delayed, but that's only with Sideshow because stuff that is already out in Hong Kong is still being delayed with Sideshow. So people always are freaking out. Like, they haven't even ordered from Sideshow. They've ordered from Toys Wonderland or wherever. So it's fine. The Hong Kong release schedule is completely different to the States because they get sent a big crate on a boat. And that has your Heavy Mando and your IG-11 and your Captain Americas, and they're all together. So you'll get 12 emails in one day saying, hey, it's Sideshow. Please pay these 12 figures off today.
Oh, I've had kind of very close to that recently.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So that's why I prefer to get them from Hong Kong, because I can get them ad hoc one at a time versus being hit with a $2,000 plus bill in one day. I would much rather pay a little bit more here and there than be hit with a massive bill. From
well, I got hit with your Optimus Prime is going to be taken. I got hit with 10 Modu cases are going to be taken.
Oh my.
Did they take yours? You already have them, right?
Oh yeah, I got them. They're here. I got them now. But I ordered 10, and they went, we're taking for 10 because that's what I ordered.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there was like 3 figures. I know Optimus Prime was one. I'm struggling to think what the other 2 were. I think it was the wall. It was the Warlock and the Hunter from Destiny. So we're taking for the Warlock and the Hunter, we're taking for Optimus Prime, we're taking for 10 Modu cases, and I was just like, I'm not going to do any more purchasing this month. I'm good. Just going to ease back this month. Just going to pull back on the throttle and let this hang for a bit. See how that goes. But yeah, now that the Rescue's in Hong Kong, I'm hoping. But that's one that I just. This is a weird thing because this is one that I, for some reason, just decided to purchase outright on Sideshow, which I don't, like I said, don't normally do. I just normally do deposit. So yeah, so this would just be import fee.
Okay, then it's great. I thought it was going to be pretty boring when it was coming, and then it arrived, and it's actually awesome. So, can highly recommend.
I'm not massively keen on vagina candles as a person. But at least I can create.
It's the character, not the actor.
I know, but that's what I was going to say. I can take Rescue as a character, and I can, create my own. Because I'd like to put it with the Mark 50.
Yes. 85.
85. My bad. I want to put it with the Mark. I want to put it with the Mark 85, and because I do have the distressed Iron Man eventually to come anyway. That can do
right
its
next
own
with the distressed as Rob and Justin.
Yes,
man, we've purchased so many.
I want my battle damaged Thanos.
Oh, we all do, sir.
Where is it?
Where is he? Where are you, Thanos?
Where's my Thanos chair that I ordered 13 months ago from Toys Wonderland?
Did you see there was a new chair out?
There is a new one. Oh, yes.
A new Thanos chair?
Yeah.
No. Is that a Toys Wonderland?
Yeah.
This is why I think you're missing out on emails, dude.
Oh my God. Well, does that mean my old Thanos chair is not coming? Where is this? In accessories? Where
no, I think it's a new. I just think it's a new new version of a chair.
I don't see it. I'm looking for it.
It's great to see us happy and laughing as opposed to screaming during his Batwoman video.
I've been watching your Batwoman videos. I have not watched the show, but I do find your videos entertaining. I never know which part you're going to go off on.
Yeah, it could be anything. You have no idea, Justin, how excited I am for this Sunday to get the last episode over and done with. And then
hopefully
just be
the last ever. Maybe will they renew?
No,
it?
They renewed it after 2 episodes of this season.
Why?
I have no idea. Nobody watches it.
I just watched a video essay yesterday about how it's the worst CW show that they've ever made, which I would agree with.
Yeah. Oh, it's without any hesitation whatsoever. It's.
I am really enjoying Superman and Lois, though. I'm really enjoying that show.
That's excellent.
I'm not a huge fan of the usual CW trope of okay, the villain is just the same. It's just the same powers, the same dude. It's just evil. And they've done that again, which I think they could have done a little bit better with the villain. They didn't need to go straight to Kryptonians. Surely there was some earthly threat that could have been more like the stuff with the armor guy who's steel but not steel, who I thought was Lex Luthor in power armor. I thought that would have been more interesting way to go. A human with this power armor. I was really invested in that. And then they're like, no, it's his brother, some guy. I thought that was a bit cheap. And everyone gets powers. You get powers. You get powers. I don't like that trope either. But the rest of it I'm enjoying.
I think it's been done really, really well.
Like the stupid Flash
my heart fluttered
now.
Seeing that, I mean, they on the very first episode, they did the little tease at the beginning of his life, where he's gone, what's happened, and we saw that wonderful little snippet of him in the original, 1938 Superman outfit, and I thought it looked brilliant. I thought it looked absolutely majestic, and I was like, God damn. Nobody's done this in live action before, and look how good it could look. Everyone thinking, oh no, it's going to look terrible. Look at the way the black and then the janky it worked. And then, in the latest episode, they expanded on that. They put it back in and they expanded on it, and it just to me became like one of the most beautiful moments of Superman I've ever seen.
I have not seen it yet because it comes out. We get it aired on Thursdays here in Australia.
Right.
So I have
you're in for a treat.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm not sure about the guy who they've got for Superman. Like, he's okay, but he doesn't have that authoritative voice like Henry Cavill does, that deep, this is a powerful god, basically.
Right.
He speaks, everyone listens, where Tyler Hoechlin is kind of like just a guy. He's good. He plays the character well, but he's kind of whiny sometimes. And he's like, Lois, and you're like,
he's human. He's I know he's Kryptonian, but he's human. If you know what I mean.
But still, was Henry Cavill Superman? He was human. But he still also had that presence.
I think Henry Cavill Superman's detached. And I think Tyler Hoechlin's Superman is grounded. And I actually
doesn't have that powerful vibe to me. Oh, Jesus!
I'm interested in the way that people play with Superman. I am interested because I do love the idea of Superman God. I do love that idea of him being worshipped as a deity almost. Because I get that. I mean, if he existed in reality, there would no doubt be Superman cults who would be worshipping him as a god. But I also love that Christopher Reeve esque, that toned down Kansas boy. I really do like a grounded Kansas boy Superman as well, and I think Tyler Hoechlin does that very well indeed. He's got a great vulnerable side.
Now the one thing we need, figures, please.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
I asked So when the first episode aired. I said, please, that classic suit and the new suit.
Yes.
And he said, I don't like the show. He said something stupid, and he's like, what is this? First of all, he said, what is this? Is this a movie? And I said, no, it's a TV show. And then he said, I don't like the guy's face or something like that.
He doesn't like your face, so there you go.
Let me see what he said. And I was like, oh, it's a weird thing to say, but I guess so.
Yeah, Mr.
So I don't know if they're going to make it eventually, but they've done Batwoman. Come on now.
Yeah, so look, right, okay, sorry. I'm sure you're a lovely guy, but fuck you. If you've done Batwoman, can we have that Superman? For the love of God. Who the fuck is buying Batwoman apart from me?
Yeah, I was gonna say you bought two, dude.
Yeah, that's just by accident.
You bought two.
Also, I've bought plenty of your stuff. Come on, dude. Throw us a bone here. That outfit was just great. Nobody's done that. Nobody's done that.
Yeah, it's I hate when these third-party companies, like, every now and then I'll message one of them. I'm like, okay, perfect. Here I said I sent him the photo, and he said, where can I see that? And then I said, watch the show. It's on CW. And then he says, oh, I not really like the actor. And then he started talking about doing a Wolverine figure. So I don't know what that, but I'm sick of these companies that are behind the 8 ball. Like, I told him to do this, and then another 5 companies will do it. Then he'll eventually announce his. It's like, but you could have done it already. Like, do you not want to be pioneers here? Do you not want to be the first?
Yeah.
Grinds my gears.
What can you do?
But, you are right, though. Admittedly, so are the ones that tend to do after somebody else has done an attempt at a version.
Homelander,
I was really, just as an aside, I was really happy today to find out that I do have Detective Vigilante and Night Vigilante on pre-order.
Yep.
I found my pre-order. It was at
nice.
Toys Era, I think. No,
Toys Origin.
Thank you. Yes, it was at Toys Origin. That's why I couldn't find where my pre-order was. So, having also purchased the Air, being the different version, I could use the Air to customize, to put into the Batcave.
Yes.
Can whoever did the Bat thing please do a Robin case?
A Robin thing.
Yeah.
I'm. Did you see the trailer for season 3 of Titans? I enjoyed the show. I know some people didn't, but that trailer was awesome. We got a bit of. It looks like they're doing Death in the Family.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a bit of Joker and Jason Todd there, and he's got the crowbar and he's ready to do some stuff. My favorite part about Titans was all the Gotham stuff. So anything to do with Robin, I just ate it up.
Yes.
Anything to do with
I love
Raven,
Jason Todd.
Raven and Starfire's story, I could give 2 craps about. I was thinking last night, I wonder if there's a Batman supercut that only has the Robin and the Batman centric
and the Bruce Wayne,
cuts out the rest of the crap. Because even the guy who they got to play Bruce Wayne, I loved it. He kind of gave me Adam West vibes almost. Like, I really I loved it. It was awesome.
Dark Adam. It's Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
God, I feel so bad because his real name escapes me for the moment. Rob, please help me out here.
I want to say it's Ian Glenn.
Ian Glenn, correct. Glenn. Yes. I think, I actually love Titans. I think it's a great show. Yes, I think they fucked Starfire up. And it wasn't her fault. They made her a lot better in season 2. So they clearly realized we'd kind of made a mistake here. Yeah. So the course correct on season 2 was good. I've seen her costume for season 3. It looks okay. but yeah, anything. I love Jason Todd because Jason Todd was a prick, and that's this is exactly how I envision Jason Todd to be: good but cocky and annoying, and thinking he's better than he is. Because obviously, ultimately, that's what got him killed. It's very selfish of me. I really wish they would have done the Ishmael storyline with him before turning him into Robin. That would have been fantastic to have him as Ishmael.
Now he is Red Hood at the final shot in the season 3. You get him in the helmet. Looks pretty badass. Not gonna lie.
Well, because we're gonna get Tim Drake in season Race Train. Tim Drake in season 3. I don't know if this one's gay or not because they're turning him gay in the comics.
Does it matter?
What it kind of does when he's been something for 31 years.
No, as in, like, who cares who he sleeps with? It doesn't impact the story. He can be whatever he wants.
Well, yeah, but that argument to me gets used against the people who want to change it. You know, so you want to change it, or what if it doesn't matter about who sleeps with? Why are you changing his sexuality? Because it matters to you, which is a selfish thing.
Unless it is imperative to the story, does it even need to be addressed? Just let them sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. It's their private life.
With Tim Drake, though, Tim Drake has had a very long relationship with Stephanie Brown over the course of the last 32 years. For a good 20 something years, he's been involved with Stephanie Brown. And they were a great couple together. And I'm amazed they didn't do a comic with them both as a hero couple. So suddenly to just get him to dump her and then I'm a gay. It's just like, no, it's so badly done. It's just so poorly done. Get an original idea for Christ's sake. This is getting boring now, changing established characters like Tim Drake into something they're not. And it's like, it's just boring and old and whatnot. Anyway, but Tim Drake's coming into season 3. I thought the Deathstroke storyline in season 2 was great. Absolutely great. I thought Deathstroke was fantastic in that. Love the whole Jericho stuff that was in there.
Yeah, that could have come off cheesy, but I think I didn't think that. I think it worked kind of. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I like the show best when it's grounded and it's realistic and it's gritty and it's violent and it's in Gotham, and I love that part of it. But that worked. I still don't know if I love the Alien Starfire stuff. The feud.
No, I know.
It's a bit like, oh, okay.
It did come right out of the comics, but it's like to me, it's just a weird. The whole thing is Starfire again was one of my favorite characters in the comic, and it's not that I don't mind the race swap so much as that she doesn't look like the alien that the character was.
Yeah. It's not
like she's like orange, right?
Yes.
Like red hair. Like this is just a lady now.
Yes.
Right. And that was, I mean, I don't know. It'd be hard to do Starfire, but she was always one of my favorite characters. The Teen Titans was my favorite team comic back in the day. I vacillated between Teen Titans and X-Men and Justice League too, but I love that Teen Titans comic, and when I understand why they went that direction, but it's just, to me, it's not Starfire. No, I agree. I absolutely agree. That's why I said that they mucked it up from the start, and if they'd got it right from the start, I think that character could have been so much better. But I wanted to just touch on Ian Glenn as Bruce Wayne, because I thought, I agree. There's kind of like an Adam West-ish vibe, but if Adam West was like really going serious, had a nasty streak and was really going for it. Because Alan West was a great actor, by the way. He really was. His Bruce Wayne was so good when you look at other people that auditioned for the role. He just blew them out of the water. But when Dick Grayson was having his sort of hallucination in the prison, where he was looking to like fight Batman, fight Bruce Wayne, and I just loved the fact that Tim Drake was like really Dick Grayson was really going for it in the fight, and the minimalist movement from Bruce Wayne just countering everything that he did. Like when he did the leg sweep and he just casually like lifted his leg up off the floor and the leg sweep just went straight under, and then the way that he was just turning it on him all the time, and then he did his own quick kick and just sent Dick just flying. And I was just like,
and then it panned back, and the light sort of rose up, so the shadow behind Ian Glenn just got huge, and it was just like,
oh yeah,
this is some really good direction here.
Like, do you think we'll actually see him as proper Batman this season?
I really hope so.
If they're doing Death in the Family with Joker, then surely, and I'm hoping it's just not some stupid silhouette Joker where you just see him beating on Jason Todd with the crowbar just from a distance, and that's all you see of him.
Yeah.
Then I'm hoping that they give us Batman. I don't know what weird mandate they have, because I know they do have one. It's like you can't confuse the audience by having two different versions of Batman or whatever rubbish they have for the TV shows. They said that you can't do it, and that's why they did Batwoman instead of Batman or some such nonsense.
But it shows how you could do a detective orientated Batman TV show.
I would love that. I would love that, because we don't see enough of that side of him. Like, I just watched Long Halloween Part 1, and that focused quite heavily on the detective side, which I was like, you know what? I like this, because we don't see that enough. We only saw a snippet of it with Christian Bale, and he did a couple of detective type things. Yeah, but we haven't had a proper detective style Batman film. So
yeah, I don't think you can do it in film. That's just
and I would love a show. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it has to come out in a kind of like almost like you could just treat it as a procedural detective show, but it's Batman. And if you've seen Bat in the Sun, if you saw their recent Batman
they did a great job
film. It was great, absolutely great. And the beginning of that, they used Mad Hatter, and some of the imagery in that was just it was divine.
Yeah, it was great.
The upshots, blackface, you couldn't see at all. Just the silhouettes that they got from Batman. Oh yeah, I mean, come on, it's just begging CSI Gotham, and it's begging to be made. We don't want Jim Gordon. We don't want 10-year-old Bruce Wayne. We want Batman. That's what we want. Stop foreplaying and give us the shaft, please.
By the way, this is an old a 12-inch of a classic Buck Rogers figure.
Oh, wow.
And it's really retro, and I've got to clean. I don't know why this is all dusty. It's got to be cleaned out, but there's a space helmet, and he's got
nice
things. And I haven't opened this figure in years.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a great figure. And I'm trying to open up these things that I've not. If I've got figures in boxes and haven't opened them for a while, I'm opening them up and I'm putting them all up. They're all. There's no reason to, because I'm close to death, and there's no reason to have figures.
We're not back here again.
Just kidding.
I think
I was making a joke.
If they had a byline for our streams, it would be Az is the raunchy one, Rob is the dying one, and you're
the tired one.
I'm the tired one. Yeah,
but I think no. It's I'm getting to the point where, why do I have things that are still in boxes?
That is a good question.
I think that it's come to the point where it is time that if you have figures and there's no reason, you got to open them up. You got to take them out. You got to enjoy them. Otherwise, why are you spending the money?
Exactly.
So, I mean, I've got a lot. Like, I've never opened my Blitzway Ghostbusters ever. They're still in the box they came in. Like, I've never opened them.
You will hate the stands, but other than that, they are fantastic.
Yeah. But I'm like, how do I own them? And I've never opened them. That's horrible. Purple Valkyrie.
Let them out.
Yeah, I got to let them out. Now that I've got these Modja cases, I'm going to start
release them. Give us a good go. Give us a good Gunda.
I won't have Justin's collection, but I do have things that Justin doesn't have, like old Twilight Zone figures, and all kinds of, stuff like that. But that's what I figure I need to do. It's time. I mean, it's this idea, there's lots of people. I don't believe in collecting toys for investment purposes. If you're trying to invest in something, you should buy stock. You should invest in real estate. Because I mean, certain collectibles sure are going to be worth a lot of money, but then you have to find somebody who's going to pay that money to buy them.
It doesn't really affect Hot Toys either. Like, you'll find that they are rare enough that open box sealed box, it makes little to no difference. If there isn't any around and yours is the only one, people are going to buy it anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't really, of what we collect, it doesn't really matter. I found.
Right. And I think it's important. You should collect things you like and that make you happy, and you should open them up and make yourself love them.
Yes. Do it. Open
so
it. Just open it all.
Opening these boxes, and it's very funny. This was in a very hot in the garage, and the bottom of the feet were sealed. It was the tray had melted, and I had to pry the boots off. But these boots on the figure are fine. But how interesting.
Let's jump up. I thought I was on to Super Chats a little early. I was kind of worried I was a little early. Now we're kind of like behind. Keaton Smith with a £2 hell all. Will you be getting the Cyberfrog toys?
Cyberfrog. That's Ethan Van Sciver's character. I don't know.
I think I already, because of just pre-ordering the comic, I think I have some automatically on pre-order. Like, I think.
By the way, look at this retro gun that he comes with. It's die cast.
Ooh.
I'm just saying. Oh. I haven't seen the Cyberfrog toys, but I like the character design.
Yeah, I've seen I think I've got because of the things that I've pre-ordered, I've got like some Salamandroids coming in. So it'd be interesting to see what they're like. Have a look at the quality. I've got to see the quality, quality first. Let's have a look at what the quality is going to be like, and then make a decision based off that. Very important, I think. Ryan W with a £5 cocked up my first super chat. Oh, Ryan was the one who just didn't put a message. So for my fellow Burt Gummer fans, where's the pop culture Tremors love? Figures and comics would be great to see.
That's a good point. I mean, how many films are there now? Like 8 or something? They're going to do another one?
Are they?
I think so.
How many Tremors could there possibly be?
Well, that's what she said.
Hey! And I'm the raunchy one. Oh, my God. Radio Man 1017 with a $5. Ayaz! Show Justin and Rob Mary Marvel and ask if they'd buy a hot toy version.
No need to show us. We will.
Oh yeah, I want the whole Marvel family.
Done. Yeah, the Marvel family look great. Nice. A microphone over my gosh darn keyboard, so it's a little bit tricky. Oh, here we go. Let's just quickly share this image. It pains me to do so.
Do it anyway.
He says, laughing. Mary. Yeah, the costumes look great. They do look great. Yeah, like we said earlier, the only thing I'm slightly sad about is I did actually like the light up bolt.
Yeah, me too.
And it doesn't look like these are going to be CGI'd.
No, they won't. They just gold, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They toned down the colors of the other family members so Shazam pops more. So I figured out that's why they've done it. Because if you look at that image, your eyes are immediately drawn to the super bright red suit in the middle. Everyone else is a lot darker now.
My eyes are immediately drawn somewhere else. Two Marys, beautiful thighs. Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely. They're great. I think they're great. And I absolutely loved Shazam. I thought it was such a fun film.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to think, oh, this is just goofy nonsense. But then I watched it and I was like, this has got a better hero arc than anything I've seen in about 10 years. Like, it had a proper hero's journey in it. And it's just like, I'm not used to this. How did you get this right? This is crazy. But yeah, it's good. It was good fun. So yeah, I would. Hitchhiker 42 with a £5. Hi! I was wondering if any 1/6 scale Highlander figures were issued, as Incendium are issuing a Connor and the Kurgan 5-inch action figures soon?
Sideshow made them. Sideshow made 6-scale Highlander toys.
Boom. There can be only one, and it was Sideshow.
They made an Adrian Paul figure, and I think they made Connor McLeod. I don't know if they made I don't think they made a Kurgan.
Nice. Tall, dark, and gruesome with a £5. The 3 enablers who I love and hate in equal measure. Justin just cost me £150 this morning after watching his Hell Detective review.
Constantine. Yes, that's a great figure.
You know what? I wasn't going to get that, but after watching your review, I'm like,
all his accessories are metal. Even the lighter is metal. What?
I haven't watched the video yet, but I'm thinking if I bought it, I know, but I would want to blonde him.
Oh, Keanu.
I would like to blonde it up though.
That's not a bad idea.
And get a dirty Mac for him.
I could see that.
I just want a real Constantine.
Interesting. You didn't get that CW one that So made? That guy? I forget what his name is.
the Mark Ryan version.
Yes.
No, I would. I'm going to look into that because I do. I thought the Constantine series was really good.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Cancelled after a season. I thought it was really good. So annoyed with that. Oracle of Doom 222 with a $5. I have the Optimus Prime from 30. Love it. You need that one as. Hey, I got it. Yeah. Justin and Rob. Hey, Justin and Rob, keep being awesome.
Oh, that we will be.
I know.
We will try our best.
This is where we get to George Moyo's $200 super chat. Just to reiterate, hi, Az, thrilled to discover you're a collector. Absolutely love Juiced. Thank goodness he jumped in when hapless Hot Toys Howard gave up the ghost on vehicles. Have a 1989 Batwing and Batman versus Superman Batwing on order. Do you ever review one-on-one busts from QS, Infinity, or Prime Ones? Transformers, love the collection, all hail. So yeah, we try and dabble in multiples. I mean, statues are really difficult to show off because of the weighty nature, but I've got it's a shame because George has gone now because I actually got a bunch of statues here which I should have just shown off. Never mind. Rebecca Pirate Queen with a $5 for your mum's knitting supplies. Oh, bless your little heart. She'll love that. Aitken with an $8 Australian. Hey, Bumblebee is on his way. Maybe the wife won't notice. Same with me, dude. I mean, Aitken yesterday had a question for me on stream on the Real BBC, and he said, I showed off the Bumblebee on the Real BBC yesterday, and he said, I really like that, but I really want to pull the trigger, but I think my wife might be angry. And I said to him, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Right.
So bless you, Aiken. You pulled the trigger. And now he's just going to be asking for forgiveness with Bumblebee, as opposed to permission without Bumblebee. Then we got to George Moyo's second $100 super chat. Quick question for Justin, Az, and Robert. Do any of you know why Howard teases all the vehicles like Falcon, Anakin's fighter, and the Batmobiles, and then completely give up on all the vehicle lines? Lastly, have any of you heard of a company called YOLO Park, which could potentially be making just some guy broken right now? Many thanks, and my best to you all. So we dealt with that one. Mexican Iron Man came in with a $5 Midnight's Edge stream raid. Thank you, guys. Darius Munchausen with a $1 Fiddy Phallic dog. Mr. Tickle Trunk with a 2 Canadian on-set chair. I think that's for Garrett, for Robert. Mr. Tickle Trunk with a 2 Canadian unboxing super sticker. I don't know. That could be for Justin. Could be for me. There's, you know, that one's sort of up for debate. I guess we could, yeah. And then Mr. Buttcrack Media with a $1 Canadian, well, $1.50 Canadian phallic. What? Oh. Wrong way around, ladies. Wrong way round. It should have gone with a $5 Gary, Justin, RMB, and as the Dream Team Goofball Collectors. And then Mr. Tuckletron with a 2 Canadian again. Gary flexing has something Justine doesn't. Justine. Justine.
I hate that one. And I hate Jason. I used to get Jason all the time, and I just stopped correcting people. I was like, you know what? You want to call me Jason? Fine. I'm just going to call you the wrong thing also. Yeah. It's very annoying because apparently Justin is very hard to remember or say or write or do anything with. So, yeah, when I see
Justin, it wrong. He said I typed it wrong. It was a mistake. He's Meyer
fine. A lot of people do it, but when I see Justine, I will let her know.
Yeah. Oh, you're called Justine. I have a super chat for you.
Yes.
Mexican Iron Man again with a $15 super chat. Thank you, sir. Virtual tacos with salsa and guacamole for the panel. God damn, that sounds good. Crisis.
I do forgive you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. He says, please forgive me. I forgive you.
Oh, no, poor Mr. Tickle Trunk. Crisis on Infinite Tijuanas. Virtual tacos provided by Midnight's Edge After Dark and Midnight's Edge Espanol. Great show, gents. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. He's a lovely guy.
He is a lovely, lovely man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Gotham Guy with a $5. Hey, guys, I'm just back from LA, and I went to the Frank and Sons collectible show. It was amazing. Have any of you guys ever been there?
Oh, yes. I have spent many a dollar there. Not lately, though, but I have been there.
Oh. I haven't, because I've never been to America. We're hoping to rectify that possibly next year.
I'm not much of a fan of America myself, so I would just go to Hong Kong instead.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks.
I'll go to America all day.
I'm a big fan of you, though, Rob. So
I appreciate that because I mean, you know, it's not so bad here.
It freaked me out because Australia is a very I don't know how to describe it, but this is my experience when I arrived at the. When I arrived at LAX and I was in the line to get a sub at some random place I'd never heard of, and the lady behind me just started talking to me. She was like, yeah, so like the line's really long, but I'm just like, she talking to me or? And like in Australia, that would never happen. Like you all just go about your business. It's fine. And it's like, and I was like, dude, I've just gotten off a 24-hour flight. I do not know you. I do not want to know you. And she started telling me about how she's going to audition for this or whatever and that. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Just go away.
Maybe she thought you were handsome.
My Subway. I know it happened a couple of times as random people started talking to me about their life. And like, if you're in an elevator, like the Americans just can't stand silence. Like they have to talk. It's like, it's a long elevator ride. I'm like, what? Why are you talking? Just be quiet.
We have 6 more floors to go. Come on now.
Yeah. It's weird, but they're so very talkative, and I'm just like, I don't have the energy to be that switched on all the time. I don't know you. I will never see you again. Just don't talk to me. Leave me alone. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that part about America. Yes, Az, do it.
Let's race.
Az will have a lot of places to visit if he comes to the.
It'll be a tour de force.
When you
But seriously, just go to Hong Kong. We'll all go to Hong Kong. It's a much better holiday destination for figures, of course.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm gonna do the travel to America, I'll do the travel to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It's
and then I'll fly over to Japan and you'll never fucking see me again, bitches. I'll be like, look, deuces, and then
I'll go to Japan with you. I'll
I love Japan. Japan's fantastic.
I've never been there. I've wanted to go there my whole life.
It is awesome. Dude, I am ramen for breakfast every day. I love it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Ramen today now, I think.
By the way, people, you've been stupidly generous tonight, and I'm really, really grateful. Thank you all so much. Bones 8 with a $50 super chat as well. Super sticker of a transforming hippo in a gaming chair. Transforms into a robot.
Oh, did you say chair?
A couple of people saying that I'm a couple of people saying that I'm a commie and that I'm antisocial. And that it's a lot of work to be nice, and I wouldn't like Canadians. I like nice people, but if I'm never going to see you again, I don't even know how to defend myself here.
I know you're digging a hole for yourself.
You don't have to defend yourself. No.
Yes,
this is our show.
I won't defend myself. I'm perfectly friendly if you ever talk to me. It's just I'd rather just go about my business if I'm never going to see that person again. So yes, and I'm not a commie. What the hell? I live in Australia. We're not a communist country. How weird. What a weird thing to say.
You are now. Okay.
Apparently I am now. Red Australia. That's what we'll call it.
Man of War 665. Probably the Hong Kong. That's probably why, maybe.
Okay.
Man of War 665. Neighbor of the Beast with a $6.65 super chat. As Full Metal Vash 7 and I were wondering if you could see past your 1 in 12 hate and ask Mama Az to make a green sash for the Mezco Solomon Kane. I will do that. My mum is really keen to make these 1 in 6 Doctor Who scarves. So I'm going to have her make up a bunch of those Doctor Who, the 4th Doctor's scarves. She's going to knit them. She's excited. She wants to give it a good crack. So I will look into that Solomon Kane sash, and I'll see what she says. I'll see what she says.
I don't have total hatred for 1/12 scale figures.
I do. I have utter contempt.
Oh,
you do?
No.
I mean, they're fine.
I'm just playing the game with Man of War. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, they're when you want to grow up and have big boys.
One.
Oh,
there you go.
You can keep it.
Your favorite.
If you want a big boy figure, though, you graduate to 1/6.
Yeah. You want a proper toy.
Yeah.
You want a proper doll, then you better get up to the 1 in 6 crew, boy. Look at them playing with their dolls. We have literally done that on stream. Played with dolls. Lego 5th Doctor with a £5. Do you think it could be possible to crowdfund Model FX for Babylon 5? There are 3D printable files out there. I don't know if you'd be allowed to crowdfund if you're taking
no. You can't. You can't crowdfund. Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yes, yeah.
I've had some experience with this.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah,
I'm laughing.
I'm laughing at the situation. Yeah, I'm laughing at the situation. But if you can 3D print, you can 3D print and make one for yourself. Make a nice one for yourself. Chris Harmon, Hamron, I should say. Do beg your pardon, Chris, with a $20. Thank you, sir. Hello, gents. Love the show. I'm a huge SG1 fan. Hope Az and Gary watch it someday after Babylon 5. I saw it all, dude. Have you ever seen or know where to get any good figures for Stargate? Keep up the great work. I think Stargate do kind of like the Playmates little figures, didn't they? I'm sure they did like a little range.
Well, the movie had figures. I know that the movie had figures. I don't know about the series. Yes, in fact, the series does have figures. You can even get a Stargate. Stargate Atlantis, they had a series. Stargate SG-1 had 6-inch figures, so they had 12 scale figures. Yeah. the Jack O'Neill figure. Yeah, there's a lot of Stargate figures. As a matter of fact, there's an action figure set with a little Stargate. There's different series of Stargate figures. There's a lot of them. Now that I'm
There's
looking.
a lot.
There is a lot.
Alistair's Knight with a $5. As thanks to the advice yesterday, after sleeping on it, I'm gonna pull the trigger on that statue after work. Good boy. Thanks again. No, do it is the right answer always.
I'm gonna put this in the private chat. There's a 6th scale Stargate figure.
I'd love a Stargate. Oh my god. I saw somebody was making bespoke Stargates.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Cameron Mitchell 12-inch action figure of Stargate. There you go. It's not very good.
Quick little peek. Yeah, quick little peeky boo. Cameron Mitchell. Jeez, man. Boink. Look at that.
Oh.
I mean, that's of course a toy, just a toyetic. Very, very. It's just a toy. It's not a high-end figure. But there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They made one.
It's pretty funky. Ah, there we go. Daniel San and the rest. MacGyver and not bad. Not bad.
You know, it's there.
For its time. Not bad. Let's press that button, ladies. We got to Crazy Cat Guy with a $5 super chat. Can't afford the hot toys, tempting though it is. But I just picked up a lot of 4 Babylon 5 figures and mini ships. When the wife asks, I'll just blame Az.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Yes, do it. That's fine, dude. I'll take the brunt of a woman scorned. SJ Almighty with a £1.50 Diamond Geezer super sticker. Thank you, SJ Almighty. Diamond Geezer, back at you, man. Goblin Squatch with a $5. Without glass covers on your shelves, how much time do you spend dusting all of those HAWT toys? P.S. Robert's new haircut looks great. I do. I think it looks awesome. I think it looks lovely.
Oh, thank you. I just cut it all off. I got rid of my quarantine hair.
You know, because you had a haircut recently, and you just had like a little trim. Because I watched the video.
Yeah, this is I went all out.
And then you had a proper cut.
It was time. Yeah. Thank you. Now I've screwed it up, but it's it's good to have hair.
I wouldn't know. So how long does it take you doing dusting? How often do you dust your figures because they are exposed?
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. You know, but but they get, because the observatory is a garage, so it gets even. I open up the door, and you know it's but that's what the mod cases are for. But things you got to dust.
Yeah, to save a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Drowning Clown with a $1.50 phallic. Oh, wrong button. What? Dog. And stop it. Then we got to George Moyo's third super chat for $100. Third super chat for $100, but there were $400 in total because he was insanely generous. Juiced's Falcon cockpit is stunning, leaves you speechless. Have to get going. Hail to Az, Justin and Robert will be coming back again for more of this incredible show, and all hail Nerdrotic. God bless you, George. Check out the mods are still putting the link to his book in the chat. Go check out his book. This is a guy that got kidnapped, folks. It's insane. You want to read that story? It's insane. Mr. Buttcrack Media with a $1.50 Canadian phallic. Swag. America's Finest with a $3. Much love and appreciation. Take my money. Oh, thank you, sir. Mr. Buttcrack Media with a $1.50 Canadian mustache of the connoisseur for Robert. And then Mr. Buttcrack Media with a $1.50 Canadian for Justin gives him a diamond.
Ooh.
Boom. Diamond Geezer. You get a diamond Geezer. Aitken with a 7, with an 8, sorry, Australian. Justin, your thoughts on Sugo Toys, please. I got Bumblebee from there as. Yes, I had a look. I saw your thing and I had a look. Hi, Robert, Meyer, Burnett.
Hello.
I enjoy. We put Robert M. Burnett, so that threw me off for a second. I enjoy your work and integrity for this lore. God bless.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I mean, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, and it's lovely. Justin, thoughts on the Sugo Toys?
They are based in Australia, and people order from them. That is all I know about them. I have never ordered from them before, unfortunately. So I don't really have any thoughts aside from they exist and they sell toys. So, yes.
But they do these sort of the
I have heard some bad stories though. So I don't know. A friend of mine just recently bought something from them, and apparently they do this every now and then. They sell used stuff, but they say that it's new, and then when you complain, they're just like, "Oh, totally fine. We'll just give you $30 back." And
I see.
And then it's like, "Oh, well, okay, I've got a little bit of money back. Then I'm fine." But no, not the case. So yeah, but they've done that a couple of times.
That game, it's that game, is it? Yeah. Super Nate with a $2 Hayaz, Mary Marvel, winky winky. No idea what you mean. Laser Beam Hawkins with a $10. Big love to my favorite trio. These streams always make me smile. Just completed my custom Legion of Doom collection. Darkseid,
I'd like to see that.
Sinestro, Joker, Harley Quinn, Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, Black Manta, and Scarecrow.
Nice.
Wow. That is amazing. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Phaserface with a $5 QMX made Dean. When will we see Sam Winchester or Castiel? Do you know where I could find one? Phaserface, some very sad news for you. They did actually do a what's it called when you just do like a one-off? Brain's gone dead. It's late. Done 2 videos in a stream. They did a showy offy one. They did a showy offy of Sam, but they never released it. So I don't know if it was because Dean didn't sell that much.
Who is that? QMX?
Yeah, I think it's QMX that didn't.
No, it was QMX, right?
Prototype. Thank you, David. Yeah, Prototype. Yeah, I think it's QMX that did them.
I'm worried for this Exo-6 company, to be honest with you. They've gone really hard with we're doing all these Star Trek captains, we're doing all this Star Trek stuff. And I think the reason why companies have tried and failed with Star Trek in the past is going to be the same reason why Exo-6 does not stick around for long. They don't have that one big, really hot selling license to counteract Star Trek, which is much slower burn. Like, I've been keeping an eye on the reviews that were just done on the data. I think.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I mean, they've got 1,000 views a piece, and those are from some of the biggest channels that review 1/6 scale stuff. And they've been out for like a week, and they've got 1,000 views. Like, these people have videos in the 35 million view range, and these Exo-6 figures are getting 1,000 views. I'm not optimistic about their chances, but we'll see. Maybe they'll succeed, but I think Star Trek is a very risky license, because we've discussed this before. It's not overly toyetic in the way that it's just captain suits and uniforms, which are cool, but they're not necessarily toyetic. So I think if they don't pick up another license that's really toyetic and will get them on the map and, you know, sell big to counteract the slower burn of Star Trek, then they might be in trouble.
Well, I think you are not wrong about that. And you know, but nobody's done a high end like the QMX, the last releases they did of Kirk and Spock, those re-releases, they sold out. And you know, the problem is that nobody's really gone hard at a premium Star Trek 6 scale license.
Yeah,
but I think I'll tell you something. I would say this only to offer the being a devil's advocate here.
Yes,
I think that the people that will buy high end Star Trek figures are not necessarily collectors of other toys. They're only Star Trek collectors because, you know, Star Trek is obviously an older franchise, and it's not necessarily toyetic. So hopefully the Star Trek fans themselves who aren't watching YouTube will be picking the figures up. I hope.
That is possible. Someone said in the chat, Dirty Soul Monkey, that modern Star Trek has ruined its appeal. I don't know about these guys. I know they prefer the older Star Trek, but for me, if they announce the cast and crew from the Chris Pine films, I don't really care. I'd be all over it. I like those films. I know people think that they're not great, but I would buy that line 10 times out of 10 compared to the old Star Trek stuff. I know I'm a heathen, but
okay. Yeah, Justin, it's been nice.
And I think the younger collectors.
It's been nice knowing you. It's nice. I mean, I really appreciate what you do, and I'll still watch your channel. But you're dead to me here on the stream. No, but I
kicked. I think the younger collectors would probably associate more with that because that's their Star Trek, right? As you said, it's a lot of the older collectors that appreciate the older Star Trek. And I don't necessarily know how many of them are collectors in the way that they need 10,000 units to make their money back on that license because it's pricey. Yes, everyone's how dare I like a piece of media? What kind of heathen am I? Oh my goodness.
I tend to agree with you. I mean, they're gonna have a hard go of it, but they're gonna have to make it, you know, like putting out that data and then getting the Picard out and then getting the Picard chair. I mean, I think that those three pieces, Picard's command chair, Picard sitting in it, and the data is a nice first contact display.
Where's the chair? Can you send me the link to the chair after the stream, please?
I don't have. There is no link yet. They just said they were going to do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I keep waiting.
People are freaking out. How dare I like a film? What kind of creature am I? I like what I like. I'm sorry. I don't really care.
And you know, we still.
I like
you.
Suicide Squad too. If you want to roast me for that.
Yes, let's start right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do we get to? We got to Chris Maddox with a £5. Thanks to Az showing off his 3-0 Optimus Prime last week. I bought the thing from TW today. My first Hot Toys is next. And as a Star Trek finish, he says, resistance is futile.
Yes, well, it is.
You're correct. I'm glad that you realized that any resistance is just futility.
It is.
So congratulations on that. That's going to help you going forward with decision makings because you won't actually have to think. You'll just do. Don't think, just do. And it just gives me another excuse to lift this back up again because this, I can't tell you. I seriously think this is my favorite piece that I have right now. I just adore it. I just absolutely adore it. And I love the pose that I got it in with his axe just behind his. But it's just, I just love it. I just think the weight of it, the size of it, the distressing on it is just the articulation that you can do with this. And I'm such a, a Transformers freak as well. So apart from Beast Wars, Jesus Christ, no. But so I just, any excuse to pick it up. And of course it lights up as well. Athenan with a $1.30 diamond super sticker. Thank you very much indeed. Peter Pacheco with a $5. My 3 favorite plastic diecast crack dealers.
That's us.
Yeah, that's us. What is the most you paid for a figure, and what was it for each of you? Robert, do you want to jump that one first?
I guess I would, for a figure, I think the Hulkbuster has to be the most expensive figure I've paid for. I would think. Because what is that, $1,300?
Yeah, about. Just it.
Yep. Same with me. Hulkbuster, hands down, priciest thing.
For mine would be, if we're talking 1 in 6, does that include my Justice Mobile then?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or we're just talking direct figure. We're just talking an actual figure.
I think Justice Mobile counts.
Yeah. I mean,
he says figure, not vehicle, actually. He does say figure, not vehicle. It would be the Jabba the Hutt, which came out at around about $1,000, I think. It's about 600 and something quid, I think, the Jabba the Hutt, which is still downstairs, wanting to be opened. Don't worry, sir. The cases will eventually happen. So probably about $1,300 each for them, and about $1K for me, dollars wise. So all there or thereabouts, the same. And I'm eyeing up a Mark. Is it a Mark 27 Iron Man and a Hulkbuster?
Mark 43 goes with the Hulkbuster.
43. Thank you. That is correct. Yes.
I think my favorite die-cast Iron Man.
The 43.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or the 40. Okay. The one that comes with the Hulk. The one that goes with the Hulkbuster.
The one that goes with the Hulkbuster.
Yeah. I think
Age of Ultron.
It is lovely. Yeah, it's lovely.
That was one of their earliest designs in the die-cast line.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love the design of it. I love the multiple colors in it. It's really, really great.
It's a beauty.
It's a beauty. Jordy with a 10 Australian. Never been to Japan. South Korea is amazing, though. Gone 3 times.
It is. It is probably my favorite holiday destination. By the way, someone said Justin hates America, so ignore him. I don't hate America. The most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard of anyone saying. I just said that it wasn't my preferred holiday destination.
You just hate Americans.
How dare I have a preference? I never said that I hate America. Absolutely ridiculous.
Guys, I love the ribbing, but this poor chap has woken up at 5 o'clock to do this.
Come on now.
I think it might be a wee bit too early to poke me. You know I love being poked.
I mean, I love Justin. don't get me wrong.
Justin, they love you. They love you. They're having fun with you. They're playing with you.
I see. It is too early for that, folks.
I know, but you know,
I don't think people realize that we've coerced you into starting this stream at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
your time.
It is now 8. I think my wife is heading off to work now. So,
oh my lord, we're just about done. We're just about done.
Hey,
Man of War 665, Neighbor of the Beast with a $6.65 super chat again. Great show as always, chums. I'm so glad that Jason could get that hemisphere supremacy off his chest. He means Justin. Jason, he meant Justin. Just the face on him.
Hemisphere supremacy. Can I just stick up for Justin here for a minute? I lived in Australia.
Didn't I just say that I hate Australia and I live here? And I'm not saying that anyone is superior to anyone. I'm just giving you my opinion on things.
Well, 6 scale figure collectors are superior to 12.
I can actually feel Justin getting more and more rashed.
I'm happy to say that.
Yes,
I'll just flat out. I'll flat out say that.
And then finally, Athena with another $100 super chat, dude. Thank you. It's incredible generosity, this man, and yesterday as well. So this isn't just exceptionally generous today; it's exceptionally generous yesterday on the Real BBC. Thank you so much, man. Ever since I started watching you, Friday Night Tights, Gary, and all the others, I have cancelled Netfail, Disney Alphabet Q Plus, and Amazon Plain. Oh my god. And now you get all my support and love. Thank you for everything that you do and being the loud, strong voice in the wilderness. Athena, thank you so much indeed, dude. We just want to entertain, you know. We just want to have people, you know, want people to have a good time. Real BBC is something that we can poke fun and have a bit of a rant and a rave. And this show's about having fun. This is all about having fun, Hot Toys, and fully articulated over on Robert's channel. And Justin, please give Justin's channel some love, folks. Get there, subscribe, because this is where Robert and I go. You know, we have Robert on the show, but this is where we go to get our to formulate our opinions on whether or not we're going to pull triggers on figures. Because
I just have to say, if you're in a bad mood or you're having a day that's not going your way, you have to go watch Justin's new collection video.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it is video joy of the first order. You know, pull up a chair, bring a favorite beverage, and just hit play. And if you are somebody that loves toys, Justin's latest collection video,
put a smile on your face.
It's the most joyous thing I've seen in 2021.
Did you like that new format? It's not.
I did.
It's not pictures, by the way. It's not Ken Burns like scrolling across a picture. That's actually video on a slow panning dolly. So it's all video. It's not like people thought I took pictures of the collection and just zoomed in and had it panned.
No. Yeah.
No.
Oh no, you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah, you can totally tell. And I loved it. Loved it. It was so great. And
Thank you.
Justin's channel is my happy place. So
yeah, I today, when I say that, did some did some binge watching today because I hadn't been able to see it for a week or so. No, that's exactly what happens. I need to see what he's got on offer, because I need to. So he might be reviewing something that I haven't seen or I haven't thought of getting. Like the other day, I actually did manage to catch a couple the other day, and I saw the Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe, and okay, but just seeing the quality of the item and when you like zoomed in so you could see the mesh versus like the armor kind of like patches and stuff, and it really gave the figure that personality. And the grill, I thought the front grill just looks incredible. The katanas look great. Yeah. I love the pose that you had when you towards the end, where you had the katanas in the sheaths, and then you had him with his Uzi, and I just thought that was a great pose.
I think I need the Hot Toys one now as well.
Well, I don't know. I think this is way better than the Hot Toys one, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Because I don't have that G.I. Joe connection. I'm like, I've only ever seen the films, right? So I'm like, I'll just get the film version because that's the one I know. But a lot of people do like this one, I guess.
What I would do is I would then just go on the internet, folks, and buy a 1-in-6 White Wolf to go with it, and there you go, boom. I think that would be absolutely perfect, even if it's a plastic posed wolf. A white wolf, it would still look absolutely perfect with Snake Eyes. So this Justin's channel is unmissable. Somebody said, can we get Justin on every week? Justin has an open invitation to be on whenever he wants, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning when it starts. It's incredibly
daylight
early.
Savings end, so it can go back to being 7 a.m.
Yeah, we come a bit closer. We come a little bit closer when autumn comes around, because it's northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. We've now away from each other.
Plus, I mean, don't forget, Justin has to evade spiders and mice in infestations.
Yeah.
I mean, fires, floods. So he's got a lot of obstacles that we normal
and
people
the free
don't
world
have to
now,
do.
it seems, because I'm communist. So
no.
And if one of my mods could just jump Justin's link to Justin's collection, it's Justin's collection on YouTube, back into the chat, just so, because we've been kind of like pumping Justin a little bit, to put his link to his channel, so hopefully you can jump, subscribe. But this is where Rob and I go.
That's
this is where the reason why we reached out to Justin is because when Robert and I were talking, we both realized that we were watching Justin's channel all the time.
Religiously.
And so that's what that commonality is what made us reach out to get Justin onto the show.
Now that you've spoken to me, do you watch the videos more or less?
It hasn't changed at all. Has not changed at all. I watch it just as much as I did before.
Well, now that I'm talking,
I find when people get to know me more, they watch my channel less. I found.
No, well, when you came on, I think the first time, and you said you'd watched because you were watching. I think you were watching a Hot Toys, and we were discussing you at one point.
Yeah.
And you said to me, "Oh, Az has got the idea. He's like, you don't have to listen to me.
Yeah,
you could literally just formulate your opinion based off what I'm showing on screen." Yes. And you know, because that's the way that I said I watched Justin, not as a disrespect to what Justin was saying, but the way that Justin puts his videos together and shows off in such great detail. The accessories, posing.
Yeah, who cares what I think?
Up close. Right? Yeah, it's about formulating your own opinion. It's just about formulating your own opinion. So if Justin goes, I don't like this particularly, and you're like, I think this is great, you get it.
Yeah.
You get it because that's what you want. So you get it. There you go.
Well, I think that now that I've talked to you about the methodology behind how you do your videos, I tend to watch your videos more. Like as soon as they pop up, I watch them. Because I watch YouTube clips in the morning and at night usually, and because we've talked about, like, I've asked you about things, you're like, yep, I'm going to do that video, and I've done that video, or it's on my Patreon. So I knowing you now, I pay more attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it than I did before. So, and I think I've developed more of an appreciation, like your collection video, because you told me that you were going to do it a little differently, and I thought it was great.
Yes. I don't know. A lot of people said they still like the old way, but then it's like goes for over an hour, and it's a pain in the ass to sit there and watch for an. I really like the conciseness of this new.
I agree with you, and it was more, maybe a little bit more fun to watch because it's quicker.
Yeah, it's quicker, and I get to show everything exactly how I get to pre-plan the shot. So I get to show that one like shelf exactly how I want it to be viewed versus if I'm there with a gimbal trying to get it lined up. It doesn't always work. So this way I can pre-plan every single shelf shot and get it to look the way I want it to. So I think I'll stick with this new way. I think
I like it. I think it's dynamic and it's just fun to watch because the camera is moving. So, you know, you get to kind of look around and it's smooth and, you know, because people want to see the figures, and I like seeing how you set things up and the actual displays that how you've done every. I mean, I like how you now have it in sections. So, like, here's the Infinity War display, here's the Endgame display, here's the Civil War display, and I like that because I can be like, oh yeah, that's a third party figure, you know, and I like the way you do it.
Thank you, thank you. I'll keep the new style. I'll keep the new style,
but don't change your regular videos.
No.
I love your format.
No,
I know
that's an art form. That's why we tune in for that.
Yeah, because you told me that some people are like that they get tired of that format, and I'm like, it's
that's the form. No, that's the format.
That's your bread and butter. Don't change because that's what we as fans. I'm like, now I really get to see this figure, how you lay everything out in the box. You could see here's what's in the box, and then you go in and you do the comparing and contrasting. Don't change that.
Yeah, I like how that has worked out, and I think because I'll be doing Hasbro stuff soon. Toys Wonderland just signed a deal with Hasbro, so I'll be doing Marvel Legends, Black Series, that sort of stuff. So I'm curious to see how those translate to my regular review format and see if it works for that stuff as well, which it should because it works for other 1/12 scale stuff. But I'll probably do one wave at a time. I'll review the whole wave rather than review individual Black Series things, I think.
Speaking of figures, because this is what we have been talking about. The super chat that you see there from Andy Masterson for a couple of dollars super chat. He says, which might sound cryptic to you guys, as for your new parcel, you may want a reaction video. Andy is the gentleman who made the customized me 1 in 6. And Andy contacted me the other day. He just threw an email threw a DM to me the other day, and he said something cryptic. He said, "Just go with me on it." You know, kind of like, "Just go with me on this." 3 colors. Pick a color. I'm not going to tell you what the colors are, but I picked a color, and he went, "Okay." And then today, I saw him bitch on Twitter that sending stuff to the UK is really expensive. Sorry, Andy. And so I think something's on the way. So there is a parcel on the way from Andy.
Nice.
Who says you might want a video reaction. Okay, I'll do it. I'll record when it comes here. I will record, or maybe Andy, I'll leave it to the live stream.
Oh,
and do it on the live stream. Boom.
Why not? Why not?
How's about that? But yeah, and Andy's 1 in 6 of me with the hot dog costume as well. God, so good. God damn it, so good. And Channel Surf with a $5. Justin is a young stud. He can get up for the show. You can change the name of the show to Morning Wood. I love my boys and girls. And Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast with a $6.65 super chat. Justin, as made me do it. Fuck you. Fuck off, you twat. As I said in regular chat, we love you here. You're always welcome. It's just ball busting American style. My brother. Yeah, this is what we do. They take the piss out of me. I rib them. I tell them to fuck off. It's all good stuff. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much, man. Not like some balls being busted. Gentlemen, we've gone way long today. Whoopsies. So thank you to everyone who's come tonight. Robert, let's start with Justin, actually, let's start with you, good sir. Anything you'd like to plug to the audience out there?
Just collect what you love. Check out my channel if you want to. It's Justin's Collection on YouTube. I review figures and prop replica stuff. So check me out if that's something you're into.
Check me out, my bad self. Robert, my beautiful co-host. Anything that you'd like to plug, sir?
Well, as always, the animated series I worked on, Dota, Dragon's Blood, is airing on Netflix. And there's a few more film festivals. If you ever see the movie show up, Tango Shalom. If you ever wanted to see an indie Jewish spiritual quest family dance comedy fable, well then, Tango Shalom's for you. Now, I'm going to have some interesting news about that. Obviously, every independent filmmaker wants to get their movie picked up for distribution. I can say that Tango Shalom pretty much has been, and I can't talk about who or when or what or what's happening, but people will be able to see it soon. And then, of course, find me every day streaming at all hours of the day and night on what is my YouTube channel? It's called The Burnett Work. And my show Observations. I had to stop and think, what's my channel called? Yes. And I'll be doing a show today, by the way, celebrating the 45th anniversary of the release of the seminal 1976 sci-fi dystopian future shock movie Logan's Run.
Oh,
the 45th anniversary today. That's right.
No way.
Yes way. Yes way.
Damn. That'd be some good shit.
Yep.
Next time you'll see me, folks, on a stream is Friday for Friday Night Tights over on Nerdrotic's channel. Next Wednesday, we'll be back over on Gary's. Fucking hell, I've got Gary on the brain. Must be love. We'll be back over on Robert's channel for Fully Articulated. Well, we'll be getting into. Well, I probably would have had some deliveries by then as well.
I think so too. Yes, there will be some deliveries in our future.
I might be hobbling, but I have actually started some work on moving some stuff. So I'm not putting any pressure on myself, and I'm just going to take it easy while my ankle's spooked. But hopefully, I might just be able to get some more stuff shifted away. So yeah, Fully Articulated next Wednesday over on Robert's channel. Thank you so much indeed, everyone who tuned in today. A marvelous audience. I think we got to about 1.1, 1.2K at one point.
That's amazing.
Which is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to everyone who hit the super chat button. Exceedingly generous. Big shout outs to Athena and George Moyo with some unbelievable super chats. Thank you guys. I'm very, very grateful indeed for that. And everyone that hits that super chat button and supports, and hit the membership button down below and becomes a member of the stream. my beautiful mods. I see you there, Purple Valkyrie. Who else has been in? Has Jessica been in? Did I say Jessica? Yeah. Am I going crazy? Anyway, yeah, thank you, my beautiful, beautiful mods. Pumping those links in tonight to the people's channels and also to George's book. Please, please, please go check out George's book on Amazon. This guy's story is insanity. And I will be back with some more videos tomorrow. Until then, you take care. Bye for now. Or be seeing you, Robert.
Be seeing you.
Be seeing you.
I can't even do it anymore.